It begun. I keep wanting to click on the emulator, but I'm not playing the game. Enjoy the black. One of these days, I'll get used to the orientation. Enjoy the black screen for a few seconds. This will be the last we see of it for the stream. I'm good. And then it comes up with a little settings window. Okay, that does not get captured. Yeah, it's basically just showing what resolution you want to play as. It's kind of interesting how this comes up like when you every time you open the game. Window once it spawns. And there we go. Epic sounding music. Slightly less epic looking graphics. But for a game that was made like, what, 10 years ago? Also, I forgot to turn my controller on first. I don't know if it's too late now. Actually, I don't know if this game even supports a controller. I'm gonna say not, because there's no cursor, so okay. Mouse and keyboard time. Greetings, sir. Good not morning to you. How you doing today? Down a tad on my end. Alright, so what kind of settings do we have here? Difficulty. It does no thing selected. Oh, there it goes. Must be normal. Load a save game and changes. Okay, not worried about that. Volume, background sounds, a bunch of graphic game window size. Extra details, draw all, game area size. Wait, there's a whole window option. Why does it show up in... Yeah, let's make that a whole window. I don't know why it's giving us like a partial. Full combat grid. Yeah, draw like the whole thing. I've got a good enough computer, I think. Color depth at startup? Interesting. Okay, let's use default on that one for now, because I don't really know what it does. It still doesn't really change anything, but... Maybe once we actually get in game, we'll do something. But anyway, so yeah, this is Avadon the Black Fortress, which is what looks to be a tactical RPG kind of thing. And I'll read the little about this game blurb on the Steam page. Avadon the Black Fortress is an epic indie fantasy role-playing saga. Form a band of skilled warriors, explore dungeons, hunt for treasure, learn many unique and powerful skills, and attempt to unravel a conspiracy that threatens to destroy your homeland. 5 great nations have banded together to form the Pact. The Pact is defended by Avadon, a secretive sect of spies and assassins. Its agents are everywhere. Its word is law. You have been recruited as a Hand of Avadon, charged with missions that require swift action and a heavy fist. However, the enemies of the Pact have plans of their own, and the Hands of Avadon are being picked off one by one. It will fall to you to struggle to survive and to reveal the plot that could shatter the safety of the Pact and plunge your homeland into chaos. Beware, allies are few, traitors are everywhere. The closer you come to the truth, the closer their assassins will come. I don't know, just because of the voice acting we gave, that actually does sound slightly epic. But anyway, back to the game. So we'll do start new game. What are instructions? Oh god, that's like the 1990s tutorial menu. I do not want to be reading all of this to learn how the game works. It's also very old indie, as you can tell by 2011. Anyway, so actually, what's the developer behind this, out of curiosity? Developer is listed as Spiderweb Software. They're also the same publisher. Since 1994, they've made huge retro indie RPGs with exciting stories, enormous worlds, and fun and intricate strategy. What other games do they have? They have apparently 17 games so far. And this game does have some sequels to it. Okay, it's got at least 4 sequels. And some side projects, I guess. Okay, it looks like they have 2 main series that they focus on. They have Avadon and then a game series called Gene Forge. I have no idea what that is. But yeah. Anyway, back to this game. So let's get started. What this game is like. So we can choose, I guess, our classes. Choose my character. Okay. So we have a choice of 4 characters. Okay, let's start here. So welcome to Avadon. First, select one of the 4 character types to the left. Use the text box to change your name. When you're ready, press the OK button. Okay, Blademaster. A Blademaster is a true warrior. He is most comfortable in a massive suit of plate armor, wielding a sword and shield or a huge halberd, striding boldly into a crowd of foes and sending them flying with mighty blows. Blademasters are not subtle. Blademasters are natural leaders. Their war cries can strengthen their allies and weaken their foes. They can also challenge enemies, keeping them away from your fragile members of your group. Shadow Walker. Shadow Walkers are warriors of the shadows. They count on cunning and evasion, slipping through the guards of their enemies and delivering lethal blows. They can attack with blades, thrown razor discs, and pots of noxious and deadly alchemical substances, then vanish into thin air. Shadow Walkers have many tricks to evade, stun, poison, and heavily damage foes. Also, Shadow Walkers can pick locks and disarm traps. Shaman. The Shaman has dedicated her life to nature, and nature in return has rewarded her with great power. You can use her connections to the wilds to heal and bless her allies. And when angered, she can call wind, lightning, and fire to devastate those who challenge her. A shaman is rarely alone. Call wolves, or eventually drakes, to serve and protect her. Also, she has the unique ability to heal wounded allies. So I guess that's a cleric/druid combo. That's kind of interesting. Sorceress. The Sorceress has dedicated her life to the mastery of the arcane arts. Fragile in battle, she makes up for it with the ability to summon forth clouds of fire, lightning, or ice, obliterating her foes. That is not all. The Sorceress can cloud the minds of foes, even potentially causing them to fight for her. She can bless allies and curse enemies. You can even use spells to pick locks and disarm traps. That's an interesting, archetype balance. But she also, partial rogue. Which one do I want to play? Got the fighter/tank, rogue/DPS, healer/buff, or arcane/mini rogue. Let's focus on some DPS. And we got Torment for difficulty. The ultimate challenge for the warriors of Avadon. You need to use every trick and fully utilize every ability to defeat the nasty enemies arrayed against you. Yeah, I'm not doing Torment. Game starts out quite easy, but becomes a challenge as you get close to the end. A nice, moderate difficulty. Alright. You are a warrior of the Midlands Pact. The Pact is an alliance of 5 nations, banded together for safety. Farlands, enemies of the Pact, surrounded on all sides. These are nations of barbarians, raiders, titans, that's a weird, really structured sentence. These are nations of barbarians, raiders, and titans. Fated, jealous empires, all waiting for a sign of weakness. Yeah, they could have written that line a little bit better. But well, onward. The Pact has one purpose: to crush the Farlands and keep them weak and divided. Otherwise, they will invade your homeland, take what they want, and massacre whoever stands in their way. You spend your life training and preparing to defend the Pact. You have done well. Your skill and potential have earned you the greatest of honors. You have been sent to serve at a new fortress, Avadon. Oh, there's a lot of text. The warriors of Avadon watch over the 5 nations of the Pact. When anyone acts to harm the peace and tranquility of the Pact, Avadon has the authority to destroy them. Its authority and independence are almost without limit. That sounds like a storyline for the second game. And Avadon's power is not only over the outsiders of the Farlands. Anyone who tries to weaken the Pact from within is subject to punishment. Brigands, spies, politicians, all have reasons to fear the Eye of Avadon and the attention of its master, Keeper Redbeard. I know one of the things that names insert color here, insert facial feature here are just completely boring and unoriginal names. That's just me. Especially when he looks so generic too. Avadon has watched over the Pact for 3 centuries. Its warriors wield the finest weapons. Its wizards can learn the most powerful spells. The keeper of the Black Fortress, Redbeard, directs them all. Few outsiders know anything about Redbeard. There are plenty of rumors. Some say that he has 3 wives, each a deadly warrior. You've heard that assassins try to kill him every week. They all fail, and in turn receive the most gruesome punishments imaginable. Some believe that Redbeard can see into your dreams. Okay, so I guess that's this world's version of the internet. Outsiders, if they are lucky, never get close enough to Avadon to learn the truth. But you, today you will meet Redbeard yourself. You're standing outside the gates of the Black Fortress. You stand on the bridge over a deep, misty chasm. The iron gates of Avadon are before you. Beyond is your new life, full of adventure, danger, power, wealth, and service to the Pact. Blood Fortress looms over you, perched on an enormous granite peak. The gates open a crack, granting you entrance. You step through, your service to Avadon begins. Avadon. These messages will pop up to help you learn to play the game. Click somewhere to move your character. Start across Avadon's entry garden. Considering how terrified most of Linnaeus is of this fortress, it seems rather pleasant. Ponds, nicely tended lawn. To the east is another pair of gates, leading farther into the fortress. A pair of guards wearing plate mail and wielding massive swords stand to either side. There's also an elderly man in long flowing robes. He has a pair of what look like wolves in front of him. He's shouting commands at them. They don't seem concerned. Crossing the courtyard to the east. Okay. Apparently I have 100 coins. How do I move? Wait. Okay, how do I move the camera? Oh, okay. Arrow keys. Oh. Apparently they don't roll over. I don't think they're listening to you, buddy.
Oh my god, yes!
You get closer to the old man and his two wolves. Though from this distance, you can see that something is not right about these animals. Like their lack of hair and their purple flesh and the veins throbbing all along their backs and legs. That COVID. The man in robes is holding up a scrap of meat and giving suggestions like stand, sit, roll over. Wolf creatures don't respond. Then you get close, which gets an instant reaction out of them. They turn and look at you. Then they bare their teeth and begin to snarl. We're a ninja. We don't care. We'll just watch them. Twisted wolf things are no longer distracted by the pitiful scraps of meat the old man dangles before them. You seem much softer and fresher. However, the old man and the guards don't seem to react to this. They just watch, silently and with interest. Is this meant to be some sort of test? The guards smile, perhaps thinking back to trials of their own, but the old man shakes his head. A test? No. You are a hand. You're supposed to aid in my work. This is your job. I will explain more when you are done. Creatures lurch clumsily toward you, one to your right and one to the left. Then they start to run, teeth bared. You have little equipment, but you are not foolish enough to travel through the wilderness without a weapon. Prepare to rid the garden of the old man's pets. Wolves attack you enter combat mode. You will then learn how to defend yourself. Okay. Now in combat. In battle, all the characters take turns acting. During your turn, you can move, attack, cast spells, use items, and so on. Press the spacebar to end your turn early. To attack a wolf, click on it. Defeat these enemies. Later, you will learn about spells and other abilities. Experimental wolf. Craftmaster, Nicodemus, and just Avadon guard. Right, I'll go stab this one. About to left click. Boop. Poop. Poop. Yeah, dodging. The hideous wolf creatures lie at your feet, dead. The guards, realizing that they have a mess to clean up, look annoyed. The old man just looks sad. Another month of work gone. Suppose I must work on my other trinkets for a while. I'm sorry. I am Craftmaster Nicodemus, one of the mages of Avadon. I think I will be helping you in the future.
It's me! It's me!
You'll be helping me? Oh, yes. You are one of Redbeard's new hands, yes? When you are given tasks, I will be giving you the benefit of my magic. Some of it even works better than those constructions. Waves at the wolf. Glad to help. Who do I report to? Nicodemus nods. That is the spirit, but you do not report to me. I was only trying to train the creatures here to get away from the chaos inside. I suppose you should see Heart Miranda? Not a title or a name. I think she is waiting for you now, and she will explain what you need to do. Where is Heart Miranda? Craftmaster Nicodemus makes a signal. Gates begin to slowly open. Miranda's inside, directing things. There's been a serious disturbance. She'll be happy for your help. Now, please excuse me. Then he turns to his wolves, going down on one knee to examine them. Race to the gate to find Heart Miranda. Position is now marked in the map window. Okay. Alright. Can I go through either one of these gates? Or Wait. Oh, okay. When no more enemies are visible, you can end combat mode by pressing this button or typing F. Why do I have to manually end it if there's no enemies left? That seems slightly stupid. Step into the entry courtyard of Avadon. Fresh supplies are stacked everywhere, waiting to be distributed to the warriors and craftspeople. Avadon wants something, it gets it. However, the atmosphere of the fort is not what you expected. It is chaos. Guards and workers are running everywhere. You hear shouting in the distance. The smell of smoke and, you think, blood hangs in the air. Well, that shouldn't surprise you because I just killed like 2 wolves. After a lifetime of hearing how deadly and invulnerable Avadon is, this chaos is somehow even more worrying. A woman stands in the middle of the courtyard, an island in the chaos, and directs the workers. This must be the Miranda you were supposed to present your letter of introduction to. Right. I kind of wish I could change. I don't know if I can. I would kind of like the WASD buttons to be my movement instead. Camera. Not looking like it. Well, that's unfortunate. Miranda, Avadon worker, Helen. Walk up to the woman in the middle of the room. Like Craftmaster Nicodemus, she is wearing long, flowing robes, the traditional garb of the mage. She's in her early 50s. She has served here for a long time. She stops shouting orders and turns to you. Well, pity you didn't show up just a few hours ago. Could have used you. You have a letter of introduction. Fortunately, you were given one before you came here. She holds her hand out for it. I'll just give her it right away. Takes the letter, reads it, and nods. Then I formally welcome you, Aaron, and I declare you a Hand of Avadon, with all privileges and responsibilities attached. Congratulations. Wads up the letter and tosses it on the floor. The servant instantly collects it and carries it off. Normally there would be a period of settling in, testing, and so on, but we've had some problems. All of our hands are out in the field, and there is something I need you to do. Now. Okay, what do you need me to do? She nods. Yes, enthusiasm. That is what I like to hear. We're trying to get things in the main fortress under control, but we've had to send most of our hands away. That means we need you to enter the dungeons and restore order. Round up some stray prisoners. You do not need to go alone. There are 2 hands who can help you. They are Sevelin and Nathalie, I believe. Much to the south. On the way down to the dungeons, you can choose one of them to help you. Once you have met the other hands, go downstairs and speak with Imamora. What are with these names? He will tell you what fires to put out. Stairs down to the dungeons are now marked on the auto map. So who are these 2? Young hands like you, eager to distinguish themselves. In one case, extremely painfully eager. I can spare one of them for your cleanup tasks. Right, so what do I need to do exactly? That is up to Imamora. What he says. You may use any equipment you may find, and if you survive, it will reflect very well upon you. That's vague. Okay. No, I'm here for a job. I'll just do the job. Do the damn job. She nods. Good. With luck, you'll be more suitable to service than the other available hands. Go. Conversation end. Recent disruption has enabled many prisoners in the Avadon dungeons to escape. Go south and speak with Sevelin and Nathalie, hands who can help you to regain control. Then go downstairs, find Imamora, and do whatever he tells you to do. So, which is technically south? That's one. Okay. Okay, the mini map is still like proper cardinal directions. Also, it's kind of usually in like an isometric game like this, like the bottom right is the south path, but apparently in this case it's left. It seems weird. You enter Avadon's main storeroom, where most of the food, wood, and so on are brought to keep, where most of the food, wood, and so on brought to the Black Fortress are kept. There has recently been a fight here. The stone floor is scorched, and splatters of blood dot the walls. The wounded and dead have been hauled away. Only one person is visible from here. Young Sorceress by the scorched area, looking down at it. Smiling. Okay, so I'm guessing that's... Okay, yeah, Nathalie. Can I do anything with any of these? Doesn't look like it. What are you doing? Hey, Bales, there's a bucket. I cannot take the bucket. When you get close to the young sorceress, she looks up at you. She is breathing hard, still charged with adrenaline from a recent battle. I did it! I killed them! By myself! Not that I will get any notice for it, of course. It takes a moment to calm down. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Nathalie, a hand of Avadon. I spent long enough waiting for action that I need to take a moment to luxuriate in it. Well, ask what happened. 3 wretches came out of the dungeon. I was in the main courtyard when I heard them. I surprised and dispatched them, but not before... any harm? They killed the quartermaster. Not a warrior, but a good man. I spent many hours speaking with him while waiting for something to do. And then earlier I might have saved him. Wretches. There we go. Vile little humanoids. Dumb and hungry. Scourge of the known lands. I don't know why Redbeard would bother to keep him around. I have more questions. Clean out the dungeons. Looks startled. What? You? No offense, but you've been here, what, 10 minutes? When some of us have been waiting... Once again, she calms down. But you will probably need help. Isn't that the case? Taking one of the other hands with you to share in the glory, yes? Wanting to go fight? Of course! I spent my life working, training, and sharpening my talents to fight for Avadon. All those years, sun up to sundown, and my reward? Sitting in the Black Fortress waiting to be allowed to risk my life. Yes, I want to fight. I ask, but here I stay. I can take one person with me. Doesn't take her long to do the math. 1 hand out of 2. Me and Sevlin, the warrior. Well, speak to Sevlin and compare. He looks at the scorch marks. I am eager and competent. He is, well, you can see for yourself. You go downstairs if you wish. I will come and join you. But you will select me, yes? What can you do for me? I am a trained sorceress. I can summon bolts of fire and ice and direct them at our foes. I do not rely on crude armor or mundane weapons, however. You might wish to keep me a safe distance from our foes. We shall see. You see the gleam of enthusiasm in her eyes. Alright, I'll be standing ready. Enter the dungeons, you will be able to choose who travels with you. Alright, so now where is the other guy? There are several locked storerooms back here. They probably contain valuable equipment reserved for someone important. Though, considering the chaos, you doubt anyone would mind if you borrowed something. However, to get the locks open, you'll need to find some lockpicks. Use lockpicks to pick locks. Alas, the picks break when used. Shadow walkers and sorceresses have skills that reduce the number of picks you need to open a lock. Okay, good to know. And pretty sure I don't start with any inventory. Yeah, I ain't got squat. I got pants and a tunic. Alright, so I need to find... Ew. Animal skins can be sold in a store. Number to 46 pounds, about 7.5. Is that for entire stack? Alright. Okay, these are actually like chests too. Bolt of cloth. Doors, we got wood panels. There you are. Okay, I'm blocking that. Can't get in there. Nope. Door is locked. You don't have enough lockpicks to get it open. You need 6? 6 lockpicks for 1 door. There we go. Apparently I can't grab any potion. Yeah, that room's useless. Oh, there is... Okay, it looks like either a superhero or like he's not wearing any clothes. Not sure which. Fine. There's a young warrior standing guard by the passage to the south, keeping close watch in case anything else nasty comes out of it. He turns to look at you. You see that he is about your age. His face bears a nasty scar, running diagonally down his face. He says, "Greetings, I am Sevlin. You're here to stand guard with me? No? I suppose not. We need to go fight now, don't we? I knew the time would come. I'll follow my orders. I always do. You're to be wounded. Are you in need of assistance?" At first, Sevlin isn't sure what you mean. He looks down at his armor, looking for signs of an injury. Then he realizes that you're referring to his scar and laughs bitterly. You mean this? This is an old mark. Easy to forget it's there. I only remember it when I look in the mirror, or when a stranger sees me. How did it happen? He looks exasperated. Even if I enjoy discussing it, this is not the best time. So fight? Of course, if I'm ever chosen for a mission again. I may have a thing about that. What are you currently doing? Oh, yeah. Seven stares morbidly at the southern wall. Nothing has come out of there since the wretches. I will need to go down and investigate soon. Sounds very... What are you doing here? Just trying to be of aid. When things went wrong this morning, all of the hands were sent out on this mission or that. Only I was left. And Nathalie. Wretches came out of the dungeons. I thought I would stand guard until someone found use for me. The gate is closed, but the wretches can still slip through the bars. What went wrong? I don't know. The hearts and eyes won't share any information with someone as lowly as me. As far as I can tell, something exploded and everything escaped from the dungeons below. Hands can't help because they've all been sent out of the fortress on missions. He absent-mindedly touches his scar. Being a servant of Avadon doesn't keep us safe. Just the opposite. What's happening down there? No, but it must have been ugly. A few of the guards on duty down there made it out. Alright, so... let me down there to do things. He nods. I'm not surprised. Brandon needs to send a hand down there to clean it up. And you show up in need of testing. I'm not offended that it was passed over. Passed over? I do not question the wisdom of Redbeard or the Hearts. They choose to descend into danger for their own reasons. I've learned to simply, quietly accept. Well, I can pick one person. For a moment, his eyes show a glint of interest. Maybe even hope. I came to Avadon to serve. I've spent too long not serving. I was born to fight. I am ready. What can you do for me? I'm a Blademaster of Avadon. I can stand toe-to-toe with our foes and defeat them with blade and armor. And if needed, I can stand in their way to keep them from reaching you. Need to consider Nathalie. He deflates slightly. Yes, of course you do. Take her. I suppose Avadon needs guards in the corridors as much as anything else. Yeah, I think I get more versatility out of having a spellcaster with me now. Oh, hello. Anything useful? Leather cap. Gloves. Okay. I will make fitment. Ew. Nothing else I can check in here. Well, that is, but apparently I can't do it. That is locked. Maybe go down this way. We're at the entrance to the Avadon dungeons, final resting place of many foolish enough to fight the Pact. Notice that a heavy cloak has been left on a table nearby. It might be wise to put it on before descending into the low tunnels. This wheel controls the gate to the dungeons. Great effort, you turn it. The gate opens, clearing your path to the dangerous depths below. There's something about like a cloth or... Can't click on anything. Close gate here, the nearby wheel might open it. Yeah, I've already done that game. Yeah, I guess I'm not getting a cloak. Not in here. Like a rug or something. Alright, so head down. Who's your group? Allowed to take one ally with you on this mission. Someone to fight by your side. Okay, I like how the fighter and the spellcaster have the same amount of health. Ready to depart. Select the OK button to leave the safety of Avadon. Using abilities causes fatigue. You need to return to Avadon occasionally to rest. Otherwise, you'll be too tired to fight well. Stupid realism. So I can't really click anything else in here. Move onward. Your pack. As these buttons use items. Stand at the doors into Avadon dungeons. Possibly the most terrifying place in Linnaeus. Most dangerous conspirators against the Pact are brought here. Every once in a while, one of them emerges again. It's dark down here. In the absence of guards, the lights have gone out. Happily, several lamps have been left on the table nearby. Hit a lamp. Puts it in your pack, press the star button next to it to use it. Use scrolls and potions in the same way. It's not letting me grab them.
It's like this weird old summoner game.
Oh, here we go. On ground. Rope.
Oh, wow, that's good. Game recognizes what items are in that room, so you can pick them up even if you can't really see them.
I need to go back upstairs and get that cloak thing I was talking about too then.
Where?
Wait, you start to go back upstairs. Then you realize that abandoning a mission in such chaotic circumstances is not a good way to begin your time in Avadon. With regret, you return to the dank corridors of the dungeons.
Oh.
Yeah, I wish the game would let me know I could just do that. Because it said just before I came down here that there was a cloak on a table I could use. But it wouldn't let me click on anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for that.
That's fine. Walk into the dungeon. Normally, the torches would be lit and heavily armed guards would be standing at attention. The jailers would be waiting to collect and process new inmates. There wouldn't be giant rats everywhere. But the disaster upstairs has left everything abandoned. You can hear shouting and snarling in the distance, but the entry chamber is cool and dark. Not still. You step onto the walkway. Little pairs of lights appear in the shadows to the south. Then they start to move toward you. Guards gone, the pests and tunnels far below Avadon have started to emerge. Hello. Alright, we got 5 huge rats. So let's go stab. Rather bonk. Now you're active. What are your abilities? Ability... Shadow Charm causes enemies to forget that you are there. If they were attacking you, they might stop. Also gives a powerful shield for a short time. Take 1, turns to recover 4. Those less likely to attack you, Blade Shield for 2 turns. This is all enemies in an area, leaving them unable to attack for a time unless you damage them. Turns to recover 12. Oh. Yeah, let's go ahead. Well, let's see how far. Oh, that's actually a really good area. Can I cast, like, anywhere? Okay, anywhere. Wow, that's actually pretty generous. You can see how well this works. Nice. They're all dazed. Go ahead and bonk you. I can get you a little closer since everybody's dazed right now. So those are on cooldown. You actually not have any, like, offensive spells? Goes on high enough to use his ability. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go up there. You come back down. Oh, that was nice. You know what? Let's go ahead and get the final. Oh, okay. She has a range attack. Good to know. Aw, really? I like how I'm dodging everything at least. There we go. Whoosh. What's the range on that attack? You 30. That's the weapon. Basic attack, firebolt. It doesn't show me what the actual range is. I can. Here, no. On ground. Sticks. I guess pick stuff up while I'm here. I don't know what the range of that weapon is. That's unfortunate. That should be all the enemies in here. Back to regular play. Got some pots. Like loot everything. Ale. Now we can get drunk. This is where the rats came from. This door is locked, you don't have a key, and the lock is too complicated to be picked. Not going that way. Looks fancy. Suddenly, a reassuring light appears to the north. Someone has just lit a torch. He shouts, Is that support at last? Come here, quickly! This is a good time to save the game if you haven't already. I will take your word at that game. Now that you have played for a while, you should save the game. Press this button to bring up the file menu, or Control S to save the game directly. Game. To Blarg. Art. Save, there we go. At this point, I think I can just do Control S now, kind of overwrite that save. You emerge into a large office. A fence rings an area with desks and shelves, heavy with records. New inmates are brought here and sat down, while scribes record their arrival, crime, and recommended processing. There are some chains and cages, usually for the wild beasts and monsters in need of examination. When humans are brought here, they're usually just left on the benches. Few are foolish enough to think they can escape from this place. There's a man in a leather jerkin standing by the far desk. He waves at you. A hand at last! Hurry! Hey, you're me. The last eye on duty in the dungeons walks up to you. He is an aging man with a thick leather jerkin and a broadsword held awkwardly in his hand. He nods to you. I am Mamora of Hoklanda. I think I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, even though it's probably not a proper pronunciation. Master of the Avadon dungeons. I'm pleased to see you, though I confess I thought I might have been aided earlier. And I might add with more force. But we will do what we must. You're the guy in charge? He nods somberly. I am. That is why I stayed when the others fled. It's my duty to stay and fight. In safer times, I look out for the prisoners. I keep them safe, which we need to do. And I pull... my god, what's with all the bugs? And I pull from them the information that Redbeard requires to protect the pack. Prisoners ever leave? He nods. Of course. We always make it clear to our prisoners that they have a chance to leave unharmed. A chance to leave unharmed. I don't know how I feel about that particular statement.
Let's see.
Let's talk about the prisoners. Like, of course, we always make it clear to our prisoners that they have a chance to leave unharmed. That is an interesting choice of words.
Oh. How more? Tell me you're a villain without telling me you're a villain.
All we need is all useful information they possess, and of course, we need to believe that they no longer threaten the Pact. If this is the case, we send them home to serve as a valuable example of the might of Avadon. And if you don't send them back, all true threats to the Pact are slain in a quick and merciful manner. Their ashes are then promptly returned to their families so that they are not left in an unpleasant state of doubt. I guess that's kind of honorable. Imamura stands stiffly with his back to the wall, waiting for more aid. He is prepared to defend himself against rats or vengeance-seeking prisoners. What else do you need? Where'd all the rats come from? The deep cells. There was a network of old tunnels and cells below the main dungeon that was abandoned and sealed off. There's a home for pests. Rats, spiders, other beasts that are sure to emerge. Why haven't they been sealed off already? We have considered expanding into them, rebuilding and so on. This disaster is making me reconsider those plans. Get down there? Imamura points to the southeast. The stairway down to the old tunnels is in the secure cells. However, I can't give you the key to the cells. You must obtain it from a superior, such as, say, Hand Callan. I think he was upstairs when we were talking with Miranda, I think. Another question. Miranda sent me to help you. Imamura nods. It is overdue. Now that we are regaining full control of Avadon, it is time to retake the tunnels. They are infested by a wide variety of pests. Rats, spiders, nothing surprising. These must be slain. Also, I've been questioning the keepers as they emerge from the tunnels and go upstairs for safety. There are 4 prisoners who are unaccounted for. They should still be out there in the shadows. I must find them or verify that they have left this level. I closed the gate to the inner caves when I saw the prisoners were loose. I will try to open it for you. Who are the prisoners I need to find? There are 4. It's a scroll. A wretch named Groz, a Marian savage named Hansi, a tricky young mage from the Tawan Empire named Kyria, and most dangerously, Shadow Tarkus. Of course, that treacherous creature did not hesitate to try to slip away. As the keepers emerged, they told me where they last saw the lost prisoners. There are now markings on the map. Tell me about the wretch. Groz is a sniveling little creature. We were trying to learn who was selling weaponry in the wretch lands. He knew nothing. We were going to release him, though he may have jeopardized that mercy by trying to escape. But the Cimmerian. Cimmerians are barbarians, shamans and warriors of the plains. Barbarian shamans and warriors, yeah. Truly savage and cruel, not like our allies in the... I'm always thrown off by when people use Y's as the only vowel in a name. The Wildrim. Wildrim or Wildrim? Wildrim. Wildrium. I'm always thrown off when a name is given where the only vowel is a Y. And how to pronounce it. It just never sinks in my head.
Wild rum. That would be wild rum.
It almost sounds like wild rum if you say it fast enough.
Red rum.
Wild rum.
Red rum. Red rum.
I mean, we do have red beard, so red beard, wild rum. Yeah, kind of works.
Also, don't look up elsewhere from Elder Scrolls. It's the country that.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, you know
Well,
that.
why would I not look it up?
Because it's spelled with a Y.
Oh no, well, Y is not the only vowel in it though. There's still
Fair
an E.
enough. Yeah. But like, it took me a moment to realize it was called elsewhere.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you.
The thing is, I think I heard how it's pronounced before I even saw the word for it, so I never had a chance to get that little pun to sink in. But yeah. Alright. Hansi was leading the raiding parties into the Weldrum lands. Happens often, but we need to make an example of them occasionally. Hansi surrendered all of his information to us freely, so we were planning to release him. Who is a Tauan mage? A particularly vicious rebel, truly filled with hate for us. She was spying in Calendaria when we caught her. Help she can be spared. The scrying of her mind was going well. We found the existence of some conspirator named Delis in the Tauan Empire. I'm eager to find more. How about Shadow Tarkus? A spy and assassin. Played for hire, a killer for coin. However, he only works to harm the Pact and the warriors of Avadon. Capturing him was very difficult and required a good deal of luck. If you find him, you may wish to get up as quickly as possible. By now, he is sure to have armed himself. He is very dangerous. Do you think he might have caused all this? The possibility has occurred to me. However, it is unlikely. He has been continuously chained with our most secure spells. Whoever caused this disaster, it was not him. Anything else you can ask? Yeah, I think all I have left is just what happened. Actually, I probably just exited. I'm not sure. It is a result of something that happened above, something I've still not been informed about. A pulse of energy from upstairs disrupted our magical wards, enabling some prisoners and held creatures to escape. They, in turn, helped others out. There was, as you might expect, a fierce battle. Some prisoners fled. What threats are left? There are abandoned tunnels under Avadon, and some pests may have taken this chance to emerge. They will need to be slain. Also, some prisoners are still loose on this level. Many of them will have been devoured by the pests. Others, however, will need to be hunted. Many of the prisoners are dead or returned to their cells. Some keepers were slain, others went upstairs to safety. That should be all I need. Find out more in the Avadon dungeons. He told you to enter the dungeons and secure them. And for the 4 prisoners, Gross, Hansi, Kyria, and Shadow Tarkus, if any of them refuse to come peacefully, you should kill them. I'm still thrown off by not being able to use WAS to... more stuff up here. Ocean of Health. Okay, how do I get to... Okay, I just have to select her. Give each of them a... I'll give you the shackles, I guess. Here. Oh, I see a rat. Currently just one. Here. Probably not. We could get a spoon. Trash. No particular use in here. There are the rats. Hello. Like pretty good range for the magic attack. You have a variety of abilities that can help to defeat your foes. Why not try one out? Myself, select the ability you wish to use, press this button to deliver a powerful blow, then click on a target to attack. Use an ability, you won't be able to use it again for several turns. Disarming blow. Throws a nasty blow to one foe and causes its attack to be weaker for a short time. Number 8. Like double damage, basically. Or curse. Oh, cool. I can heal. Nice. Deal damage the Shadow Walker has suffered. That is good to know. But right now I don't need magic. I need fire. Many foosh. You're next to a foe and they move away. Your enemy will stop your movement. You'll only be able to move one space for the rest of the turn. You need to end your turn early, you can do this by pressing the space bar. Okay. Yeah, I didn't mean to actually move, unfortunately. I don't think it actually changes much. I think I'm allowed to just like move wherever and then action. Oh, come on. Fine, I'll heal. Oh, nice. one-shotted it. Alright, yeah, I can't really get into there. In here. Oh, wait. In combat. Bunch of mushrooms. Ability, eat food. Why is that bubbling? Is that me bubbling? Yeah, nothing useful. No, I didn't mean to think. Oh, good. Game. Alright. Chunk. Whoosh. Oh, another one. Another couple, apparently. Wait, spider. I need to take care of the spider, apparently. That was some damage. I did. Game. Okay, so trying to move and attack being the same button are not very good, fortunately. But I guess it could be worse. Cupboards. Owls. You should always know where this is. Pillow, blanket. There. Broken sword, broken... Something I can technically use. Iron short sword. Attack. 927 damage. Melee attack. Why is melee attack this? 5% to melee damage. Can I actually equip that? I can't. I dual wield. I cannot dual wield. Oh, I have a sub-slot for a ranged weapon. Good to know. Just for the sake of, like, weight distribution. Alright, didn't... There we go. Back up to here. So where's the camera to me right now? Okay. I want to make sure the camera was in the right spot because I feel like I kind of shifted. But camera's still fine. What's this? Is that a helmet? That's a helmet. 5% compared to, yeah. That back down. And see if maybe Nathalie can wear that. You can, cool. There's a door. Door is locked and I don't have, I can't be, not be picked, I can't, actually can I destroy this? No, I cannot. I love how the game says you can probably like take what you need like weapon-wise, but you can't actually take anything. This is a wide natural cavern. Must have been discovered years after Avadon was constructed. It was then converted into one of the feared workshops of the Black Fortress. There are about a dozen stone tables scattered across the room. Each has restraints, a glowing enchanted stone, a chair, and materials for taking notes. It is here that the prisoners of Avadon are brought, so that the eyes can use powerful magic to pull the thoughts out of their minds. Once here, a prisoner has no secret. Everything they planned, everyone they conspired with, all of that precious information goes straight to Redbeard. Yeah, pretty wide open space. Some enemies. Okay, so there is actually a ring. Those 6 non-cardinal directions away. Terrified? What terrified it? Run away then? Yeah, I guess it is trying to run away. Huh. Well, that didn't last long. Oh, right, Spider, I gotta get rid of you. For the actual threat. What's causing this? Is that like these stone things causing the terrifying effect? Oh, cool. Everybody heals up. Nice. Paper, pen and ink, shackles. Okay, yeah, no. Probably can't use any of that. on an opening that leads absolutely nowhere. Can't get through there. Going up here. Rats. Really? Yeah, I think it's time for another magic. Okay. Oh, how did I miss you? And what is causing the terrified? It's got to be these stones. Wasn't happening before. You're not dazed, so I'll go ahead and kill you. Okay, so I think the range is based on cardinal directions, not non-cardinal. That seems a lot further than I had before. Alright, that should be all the enemies now. Okay, I like how health basically comes back like instantly. So MP apparently not so much. Vitality. Wait. What's the difference between vitality and health? Wait, is there like permadeath in this game? Oh, hello. Iron short sword, already have one of those. Blessing crystal. Battle blessing affects nearby allies. War chant for a turn. Shield chant for a turn. Okay. Oh, robe. Okay. Tunic. Like pants for your chest. How do I feel about that phrasing? Oh, it's like Nathalie. How do I just force? Oh, there we go. That's how I can do it. I think there's wine. Okay, trying to get access to inventory is... Okay, so only... How do I swap items between... Okay, I think I might have an idea. I take this now, pick that up. That work? Yeah, it worked, okay. Oh, she already has a rope. Never mind. What's in here? Wine. Potion of health. Bandages, not bad. Let's get more wine. Because everybody knows after a good adventure, you need to get drunk. Oh, hello. I was supposed to find you. There is a wretch hiding behind the cabin, shivering and whimpering. Based on his size, tattoos, and scars, you suspect that he has a high status among his people. And yet, Avadon has reduced this proud creature to a pool of jelly. When he sees you, he shouts, "Hey! Not hurt! No hurt! I give up! Groz is good wretch! Not hurt! Not fight! Take me to cell, please!" Why did you escape? Escape! Not escape! Run! I run to be eaten. Too many rats. They swarm me if I stay with biting. Had to go. Why are you here? Hiding. Bad spiders. They wrap me up. Be alive and stuck in webs and waiting to be ate. Bad. Bad. Please save me. I was sent to find you. Yes. Take me to safety. I do not do the bad things they say. No, I don't. They say to let me go. Go back to tribe. Want tribe. Please no hurt. What did they think you did? Weapons. Think I get weapons to give to wretches to fight Avadon. I hear rumors about that. I tell them that all. Just rumors. Wretches flapping big dumb lips. I know nothing real. They believe me. Going home? Jailers say yes. Go home, be great. Girls go to Avadon and live. Be great thing. If only I live. I need to do something with you. Rose looks hopeful. And then terrified. Just take me to cell. Or leave me alone. No hurt girls, please. I mean, this is probably the best space for him because I've already taken care of all the enemies here. Stay here, someone will be here for you soon. Yes, Gross stay. Gross hide. You kill pests. Thank you. Gross be safe now. He returns to his hiding spot. The first part of your mission is complete. Now hunt for the other missing prisoners. In the meantime, I'm going to loot. Potion of Vitality. Once I figure out what the difference is between Vitality and Health, I'll be appreciative of that. Anyway. Oh. Wait. 2 terrified prisoners. There was a pale, shaking prisoner hiding in this room. This inmate has been held here for a while. All desire to fight or escape from the might of Avadon is completely gone. Her attempts at conversation are met with terrified mumble or babbling. This prisoner doesn't match the description of anywhere you were sent to find, so you leave. And with this one, I'm guessing. Yep. They just exist. Bandages. Or wine. Apparently, wine is weightless. I can definitely like take all of it. Where else can I go? You hear a loud clattering as you return to the scrying room. A porthole is to the southeast, slowly opens. Odd. It's as if someone was inviting you in. Rooms. Oh, I gotta actually read the sign. Recovery rooms. Give prisoners 15 minutes of recovery for every 1 hour of scrying. Okay. We're not complete barbarians. Athlete stops walking. Turn to see what is wrong, only to see that she looks thrilled. There's not a touch of doubt or fear in her expression. Why'd you stop? Something up? No, nothing is wrong. Nothing at all. I'm finally acting. No more lessons, no more tedium of being a student. I'm doing what I was born to do. I don't know what to choose in this one. I'm gonna tell her to focus. Now for that, you need to focus. She seems slightly embarrassed. Of course. I apologize and we'll improve. Let's proceed. She walks forward into the shadows. I don't know who you are. I'm saving. Save. Larg. Yes. Who are you? There is a prisoner being held in this room. He is a young man, dressed in torn clothes of an unfamiliar style. He stands in the middle of a magic circle, surrounded by a translucent field of energy. He's staring off into space, and yet he seems to sense that you are there. Inside the field, he moves and talks very slowly. He says in his odd, painfully drawn-out way, I am Lexrum. I am here to... Why are you here? Red beard. Life. Or what year is it? 322? I have no idea what reference that is. Everyone I ever loved it. I'm here. Was 62, 63. Long time. He is telling the truth. A very long time. What else do? You're here to teach. I am an example. I had a choice. Choose death or to teach. I teach. I was frozen. Painful to be in there? No, I am time goes by. The people around you causing that? Yes. Keeps me alive. You very, very hard to focus on. Stab. What do you teach? Never fight Redbeard. Not try to assassinate. Dead. Like me. So, I guess why do you choose to live? Hope. Someday I might might be free. I thought this is better than the void. It was wrong. That is kind of an unusual punishment. For you? Do not try. You'll end up like me. Someday Redbeard will die. Maybe his follower will have mercy. I mean, it's one of those things where he technically was given a choice, but it's not really a choice between like two good options. Yeah, I don't know what to consider for this character. I think nobody should be given this kind of fate. Lexford makes a hideous gurgling noise. You soon realize that he is laughing. Sound like I did. Look where I am now. You have heard what I said. I return to silence. Hey then. This book is about Hanvar's council. The entry has been added to your codex, which you can read in your journal. I gained lore. You're an ominous clanging sound, echoing through the stone halls. I'm also glad I didn't have to do that slow talk much longer. Kind of interesting to do, but kind of just felt like intended slow. This room is far older than the other parts of the dungeon. Looks like it dates back to the earliest days of Avadon. It seems to be some sort of ceremonial chamber. Perhaps rituals of great import, like the swearing in of new keepers, happen here. Alas, before it can be used for anything dignified, it will require quite a cleaning. Escaped wretches to the south have been acting in an aggressively disgusting way here. Anything on there? Oh, hello. Some bad guys. Hopefully they don't hurt too much. Okay. Damn it. Ow! Oh god. Well, okay, so the ability does say, I think, dazes all enemies. Let's see if I can actually avoid dazing my own ally. Yeah, no friendly fire. Is there a flanking bonus? I don't know if there actually is or not. Yeah. No, I didn't want to end. I just want to... Okay. Alright. Could be good. I'm still not sure what takes away vitality point. Unless that's... Oh, that's probably what the fatigue is. I've used more abilities with Nathalie than I have myself, and I think that's probably why. So I guess fatigue is the MP system. Here. Apparently not. Here. Guessing this is supposed to be like food or something? Rock. Okay, I guess it's just like or shattered roundings, I guess. There are 3 escaped prisoners standing by the southern passage. They have scavenged leather armor and blades, and they look understandably desperate. One of them steps forward. He salutes you with a stolen blade. I am Hansi, and we are warriors of Chimeria. We'll not lose this chance to fight your kind. He looks you over. So we thought more would come for us. I was actually hoping that you would just surrender. Hansi slowly shakes his head. It is not possible. It simply can't be done. This chance must not be lost. 2 warriors by his side start to look nervous. Chance to surrender tempts them. Hansi says, be strong. A death fighting the pact is a death with honor. Why are you in prison here? I can't speak for my brothers. nods at the increasingly terrified warriors to either side. I was caught raiding the villages at the Wild Rim. Your kind calls it attacking the Pact. It is what we Cimmerians are born to do. Are from Cimmeria? Yes. We are warriors of the Northern Plains, the terror of the Wild Rim and the Pact. You of the Pact call us barbarians, savages. And perhaps that is true. We will take any chance to slay one of your kind before we are brought down. I'll give you one more chance to surrender. Hansi shakes his head. It's not possible. If you were Cimmerian, your clan would take me prisoner and ransom me back. But this is Avadon. Here you will force betrayal from me. All that will be left to me is death or returning in shame, knowing that I submitted to the Pact. Not sure how to treat this guy. It sounds like he would still be pretty offensive to our group for a while, so I guess it's probably the better route on that front. Athlete nods approvingly. Mutters, "This is what I have waited for. Fight at last. Let us destroy them." Hansi says, "This is inevitable." Three of them raise their blades. "This is our last chance to slay a warrior of Avadon. Take it." I can take care of the small guys first. Okay, that's a good crit. Nice. What was that? Wait, that critical did like one more damage than his normal. Battle Frenzy. Let's go ahead and do another daze. I think I'll go ahead and have him real. Finish off that guy. Oh, come on. Why am I missing all of a sudden? There we go. Ensnared? Oh god. That was a double attack. Where's my inventory? Off by like 30 health. Mushrooms aren't going to be. Yeah, I guess a good potion. Okay. Equip them. I can already put them away. And instead of putting your back up, I guess. Okay, there we go. Now it shows up. Heal myself. Okay, that does not take up my turn. Good to know. What's your other spell? That's not really going to be helpful right now. It's already attacking myself. Or curse. Good lord. Seems slightly broken. That's a hit. Damage. There we go. Alright. I survived. Hansi collapses to the floor, mortally wounded. Fields of Cimmeria. See them. Slew a hand. Victory. Victory. Then he closes his eyes. Whatever fantasy this foe of Avadon entertained in his last moments of life is over now. Dropped equipment, apparently. Iron short sword. Actually, iron broadsword. Can't equip this item. Minimum strength 6. Huh. I'll take it for later. Buckler of agility. That seems like a decent one.
God.
You can get a bucket or a potion of speed. Battle friends for 5 turns. Okay. To sync maybe. What else can we do here? I've already checked. Okay, so I can kind of move the game map of the arrow keys. Basically like Age of Empires. What else can we find down here? There is a pen to the south. Livestock was recently held here, perhaps to serve as food for something much fiercer and larger. Now there are rats in the pen, gnawing bones and drinking from the watering trough. They haven't noticed you. Sometimes your creature will be inattentive. You can sneak past it. If you get too close, a question mark will appear over its head. stay closer for too much longer, it will notice you. Let's go ahead and update our save real quick. Save. Let's see what's in here. Just. Ooh, coins. And lockpicks. There we go. Only one, but. Better than nothing, I guess. Okay, I see what the rats are. Yeah, I'll take on the rats. Oh, nice. Also nice. Okay, these characters leveling up and I'm just not getting any notification. I was not doing this much damage earlier. Combat. Quest log, instruction. No, still level 1. Almost level up though. Just costs 1 skill point. Level 3 gives a chance your melee attacks poison the target. That'd be kind of cool. Specializations. Gain specialization at levels 5, 15, and 5. Alright, so nothing we can really do yet then. Go down here. Nope. You enter this cavern, you stop for a moment, amazed. It is a huge natural dome, dominated by a strong natural spring. Builders of the Black Fortress must have known this chamber was here. If Avadon was ever under siege, it will not lack for water. The chamber is not part of the dungeon. There was a wide shaft in the ceiling over the center of the room. Large dried-up scales litter the floor. The walkways are covered with deep claw marks. This is a guest room for particularly large and notable visitors to Avadon. Dragons, for example. No such beasts are in residence at the moment. However, on the stone dome rising in the middle of the spring, you can see a lone human. He watches your approach. There we go. I think there was a sorceress as one of the first to talk to. You probably have crossed the bridge. Yep. Yep, you're one of them. This island is where creatures like dragons rest when they visit Avadon. You enter through the shaft in the ceiling directly above you. The only person on the island now is a middle-aged woman, wears long, torn robes. She is not yet pale and twitchy. Must have been a prisoner here for only a short time. She looks at you wryly. So this is who they send to bring down Kyria. This is all? Marcus said there'd be more before he left, but that is my punishment for trusting him. Saw Tarkus? Where's he at? Gone, fool. You think that given such a chance you'd be able to hold him? He said he would return to help me, but I knew that he would take no risk on my behalf. Why are you here? Why did your spies in the Tawan Empire bring me here? They thought I and others were conspiring against the Pact. Is it true? You'll never know. Soon I will be dead. Apparently she's looking for death. Nathalie quietly says, "Please don't let her make a speech. I've heard enough Farlander garbage today." Kyria maintains a calm composure. No. A chance to die before my soul is invaded is a gift. I will accept my death like a daughter of the Taiwan Empire. Not like a Chimerian I just met. Her composure breaks for a moment. She is offended. I am from the Taiwan Empire, the core of civilization that once ruled most of Linnaeus. You compare me to those barbarians? All we have in common is hatred for you. Nothing else. Throw your lives away way too easily. Our lives are as valuable as yours. I die proud, with the satisfaction of knowing that what will happen to your kind after I am gone. Sure you don't want to surrender? No. My time is done. Hold your hands out to either side. A nimbus of light appears around them. I am prepared. I only wish to kill one of your kind before I die. Mist at the edges of the island starts to coalesce into translucent forms. She holds her hand out, and a bolt of fire flings toward you. And suddenly rats. Because why not rats, I guess? What's with all the missing? Okay, that's not too much damage at least. And focus on that one. And okay, so I'm only doing less damage again. Oh god, what's the spider doing there? Kill this guy so I can get myself up to this rat instead. Moving's not really gonna do me any good. Anyway. Oh god, she summons them. Let's see if I can actually... Little baby steps. Like that guy. Then start casting on you. Ah! Missed. Oh god, she's dazing me. Ha! Failed. You are a very bad sorceress. Kyria collapses to the ground. It is not long for this world. She starts to whisper. You have to lean close to hear what she says. Marcus. Dalus. Avenge me. Who's Dalus? We'll learn. Honor of the Tauhan. Whispers. And she closes her eyes for the last time. Notice that she has a key hanging from her belt, stolen during her escape from the cell. Take it. Through the mist to the southwest, and just make out a closed door on the wall of the huge chamber. Oh hey, level up. First, focus on... I don't want you to be... Oh wait, in combat, that's why. Athlete turns to you. She is literally shaking with excitement. At last, after all this waiting, I was chosen. I went out, I slew the enemies of the Pact. All of my doubts were wrong. They should have sent me out long ago. I am grateful that you chose me. My wasted years are behind me. I am a warrior of Avadon. Now, we're not exactly safe yet. Of course. Let us get back to Imo More and report what we have learned. The hand's enthusiasm does not fade. Skull. Never send to know for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee. Sword. Another belt. I guess she could use more defense. Iron breastplate. Huh. Apparently, my character could use that. Bones. Why not? Well, it is kind of a lot of weight, potentially, but... Bandages are nice. Already have a robe. Student's robe. Okay, that's better. For defense and some magic mastery. Whatever that does. Ale. Sage's rod. Does a little bit more damage to my current rod, so yeah. Same attack, so I don't need to worry about learning anything new. And yeah, not worry about that. Oh, okay, so close that out. Back to you. You pick up the armor. Oh, I need more strength. Do I have the means to actually, like, distribute stat points? Oh, only she leveled. That's annoying. Gain levels by completing quests and defeating foes. When you gain a level, you can increase your base statistics and your abilities. Melee attacks? No. Enemy physical, fire, and magic attacks to miss more often and do less damage. Make sure missile attacks hit more often and do more damage. Sorry, Yeti. Your magical attacks hit often and do more damage. Endurance increases your health. 5 points of health and extra vitality. Also causes enemy cold, poison, and acid attacks to miss more often and do less damage. Let's give her intelligence. That's mainly what she's for. I can spend 2 points here, apparently? Okay, I guess she has 1 point of these already. That's why there's the... Okay, I could do it again, theoretically. Fireball. Okay, so that's the... Increasing the skill also makes the abilities far more effective. Alright. Focus Mastery has 5% per level with chance of inflicting critical damage. Word Mastery, resistance to physical damage. 8% per level to mental. Okay. Effect, not really worried about that. No Charm. Effective. Unlock Charm. Reduce the number of lockpicks that are required of your group. Comes to pick a lock or charm or trap. I like that. Also makes his abilities far more effective. Adds a chance flames will cause a critical hit. And train the skill to increase the skills that lead up to it. I mean, none of these are really all that intriguing to me. Let's go for critical damage, I guess. Since that's kind of our basic attack, should make that more feasible. Alright. That should be about everything we can really get out of this area. Around here. Eggs? A limb. Still damp. Twitching slightly. Ew. Knife, but that's not like ooh, money. Mortar and pestle. I don't know if there's actually any kind of crafting in this game, but I would figure that would be needed for that. Yeah, there's no getting across there. Come back down here. It's down this path. Bones. Nest. Some coins. Stick. Ooh, gold ring, I'll take that. Here, okay, it's all the same area basically. Oh, it's another little bridge. Okay. Yeah, I think back here is where we would use that key to get out. Oh yeah, that's where we started. Up here. Barrel. Meat. Lamps. Chainmail boots. Chain greaves. No adventure should ever be without a nice freshly laundered pair of pants. I can get the boots at least. And equip that. That's a lot of armor, though. I guess I just need more strength to be able to actually use it. Is there anything there? No. And we currently apparently can't get in here? Oh wait, no, we could. We just have to go the other way around. Oh. We need to... Alright, so we need to take a long way back around. We want to try to get everything we can actually have access to. I want to thoroughly explore this area. Wait, are we locked in? I remember that being open before. Why are they going the long way around? Oh crap, we can't get out. Oh, that's annoying. And we still can't get through there? Actually, maybe the key opens this up too. Let's try it. I don't think there's anything else we can really check. Your cells. Nope, doesn't work. Hope we don't have to manually use the key. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Actually, see if we can go back this way. Okay, cool. Come back up this way. Back to here. Get the rat. Snarling. Oh god, that's a tough rat. Okay, the critical is nice. Parry. Nice. Find chainmail. That is a lot better than what I have right now. Not encumbered yet. Oh, there's a cloak. Okay. A dice. No matter what kind of game I'm playing, if there are dice to pick up, I'm taking dice. Door. Alright, that should be everything we can get there now. Can we get into here yet? I don't know if I even tried this door, actually. I don't think I saw this before. It was open. No table here. Etched leather cap. Chance for evade attacks. I think I'll go with that, actually. It's not that much less defense. Iron javelin. The only Shaman's can equip currently. And we can still sell it. Animal skin. Alright. But everything there then. Let's try to go back here and see if we can explore it down here. I think this is about the last of what we can do. Oh, there's a door over there too. Yeah, so far there's only one locked door we actually can't get to. I don't know what that actually means. Why'd you stop? Oh. Wretches. Who apparently do not like us. But keep it there for now. I don't know the range. That might have been a bad idea. Okay, they can't quite reach. Oh. Apparently that one could, but they're terrified for some reason. I don't know why they're terrified. Critical. The critical's only doing any extra damage. Okay, now he levels up. Pop. Oh god, that's actually a lot of enemies. Okay, that was not the right idea. Actually, now might be a good time to do the daze effect. Now there's plenty of targets. Oh, I missed one of them. Okay, that critical actually did extra damage. Like it's supposed to. Critical for 4. Stop attacking her. Alright. Anything drop? Another jerkin. Not really any. Can she wear this? She can, but I don't think I really want her to. Not sure what Magical Mastery does. I think you already have. Oh, it's actually slightly better. It's the same weight, so. Yeah. Silver necklace, okay. Doesn't actually do anything, but still fodder. Mini bone. Not be opened. Value in there. And these are valuable. Valuable. Oh, I get in here. Oh, we need 4 lockpicks. Oh yeah, I can level up. You know, there's strengths, you can do another piece of equipment. Physical. Low resistance to magical and elemental. Healing focus. Also cures 1 curse or hostile status. That's kind of nice. Disarming blow. Backstab bonus to melee attacks against a foe with another of your allies next to it. It's not really that much right now. Could do more locksmithing. Or blade training. Attacks more likely to hit and do more damage. Poison. do one in blade training and one in unlocking. Guess that's gonna be 3 now? Yeah, 3. I've only found like 1. Slightly annoying bit. Bandages, I think I actually give you the bandages. And the health. Is there anything up here that could be of use? Lamps. Iron razor disc. That's not. Can I actually equip that? Cool. So then how do I switch from. Okay, I can see these 2 right here. Maybe you change the weapon, I guess? Okay. Okay, good to know. Alright. What is. Okay, he has extra strength, so he's encumbered at a higher rate. That's good to know. Oh, this just loops back into here, okay. Alright, I think that's basically everything down here. Let's report to this guy. Imamura. Imamura stands stiffly with his back to the wall, waiting for more aid. He's prepared to defend himself against rats or vengeance-seeking prisoners. I have information on your 4 prisoners. Tell Imamura what happened with the prisoners. Takes notes on your findings. Yes, well, none of these results are surprising. The death of Kyria is most unfortunate. I believe that we could have learned much from her. Another unfortunate result of the accident upstairs. And as for Shadow Tarkus, I will inform Han Callan. As for you, please convey my gratitude to Heart Miranda, and let her know that my need for aid has not ended. I wish you a productive time here at Avadon. I think I've already asked everything else. Yay, experience. Yeah, I think that's everything we can do here. Let's head back up. Okay, control click to move to junk items. That one I can actually use now, I think. I think that's what I was waiting on for the strength bonus. That's a junk. Junk. Need a lot more strength for that, but... Need that. Junk. Junk. Junk, junk, junk. Probably junk and junk. Junk, junk, junk. Junk. These might be junk too, actually. Alright, that should be good to set up for my junk thing for now. Shackles, don't need those. But and here's gonna be where that cloak was. Return to the main floor of Avadon, eager to report to Heart Miranda of the successful completion of your first mission. Your potential companions have returned to their quarters, waiting to be called back to duty. When in Avadon, you can visit your companions and speak with them. You can also access their inventories and change what items they have equipped. You leave Avadon once again, you can choose who will come with you. Okay, even the guy who didn't come with us leveled up, apparently. I'm gonna make you more of a tank kind of character. Vitality. Melee training, more likely to hit damage. 5% per level chance for attacks to also hit a nearby enemy. Having a nice little cleave effect. Challenge, lets out a challenging roar, making all nearby enemies more likely to attack the Blademaster. You'll also start to regenerate briefly, that's nice. After the shield, increases resistance to magical damage. Blow with your blade, doing more damage. Second wind. Heals damage the Blademaster has suffered. Also causes Blademaster to regenerate for a brief period of time. Yeah. After the blade, more damage. Yeah, let's make you more tanky. Then, cloak. Oh yeah. Now, where was everybody? I think Sevlin was like right here before. I can. Actually, I don't think I even really explored everything over here. Oh wait, there are doors. That's why. Yeah. Here's Heart Miranda and Callan. Middle-aged woman crosses the courtyard back and forth, shouting orders to the soldiers and workers. As hands enter and leave, she grabs them and gives them extra jobs to do. Wears a well-worn bow over her shoulder. The insignia on her shoulder shows her to have considerable authority. She looks you over. New hand. Always good to see, especially in times like these. I am Hand Callan. Aunt Miranda will want most of your time, I think. But when she doesn't have her claws in you, you're answer to me. What are you up to? He laughs. Cleaning up messes. Why don't you come back and talk to me later? Miranda's made it clear that she reserves your labor for herself, and I don't need an argument right now. Go talk to her. Fair enough. Aunt Miranda is still directing the workers and guards. He barks out a constant string of orders, which are all instantly obeyed. It is fair to say that everyone is terrified of her. The dungeons have been secured. Tell Aunt Miranda what happened in the dungeons. She is furious, though happily not at you. The holding pen's empty. Mark is gone. Someone has had a successful day's work. Still, you have done well, and under difficult circumstances. I think you've earned a long rest. Settle in, find your feet, get supplied. He gives you an amulet on a copper chain. Yellow stone dangles from the end. This will give you passage into the areas of Avadon you are allowed to explore. The quarters are southeast of here, near my office. One more brief task awaits you, and then you can settle in. Okay, what do I need to do? Redbeard always meets all of his new servants. Even on this difficult day, I do not think he would wish his orders ignored. Ascend into the central tower and speak with him. The stairs are in the central chamber. Like some advice? I would always appreciate it. Redbeard has been bringing about the deaths of foes of the Pact since long before you were born. Your life is meaningless to him. Only the Pact matters. I would remember that before engaging in any youthful impudence or mischief. That is all. If you need me later, I'll be in my office, near your quarters. He returns to shouting orders. At last you can be Keeper Redbeard, Master of Avadon. The stairs of his tower are in the center of the main floor. Go upstairs and introduce yourself. I wonder if... Wait. Hello? And Callan continues to tirelessly roam the halls of Avadon, looking for anyone who seems the least bit idle and putting them to work. He occasionally looks at you wistfully. There's much I could have you do, but Miranda has reserved you. What do you need of me? Okay, so yeah, she had the little, yeah, we should speak thing. Oh, okay, she's just talking, like, generally. I don't think the amulet's gonna give me access into here, but let's check. Nope. Alright. Alright, that was the lockpick. Lockpick ready. Nothing else left in there. So, I guess... Yeah, if I have to head this way... Actually, let's see what's up here first. Let's do some exploring. Or maybe not. Avadon has many guards, all of them outfitted in fine armor and the highest quality weapons. They are warriors in the service of the Black Fortress, but they are not sent out into the field. They all regard you with a mix of contempt for your inexperience and envy at your potential. And of course, should you turn out to be an assassin sent to kill Redbeard, they are ready to kill you. I mean, fair. Okay, so I can't go in here now. Avadon guard. This round hall is in the center of this floor of Avadon. A spiral staircase dominates the room, rising 30 feet straight up and through a hole in the ceiling. Huge, emotionless, unblinking guards watch the chamber, ready to instantly impale anyone who seems the slightest bit untrustworthy. You concentrate on looking trustworthy. These stairs lead up to the chambers of Redbeard, Keeper of Avadon, merciless guardian of the Pact, whom you need to now face. Shudder.
Time to beat up a bitch.
I just finished up with that. Also, I like how this person greeted me by name and I've never even seen them before until literally just now. There is a steward wandering among the office and quarters of the Hands and Hearts. He is an aging man, crisply dressed, the very picture of dignity. He gives you a little bow. I welcome you, Hand of Avadon. I am Polis. I will serve you when you desire, tend to your needs, deliver messages, whatever it takes to ease your mind. So what do you do exactly? I take care of the distracting needs of the hands, eyes, and hearts so that they can focus on their work. Where are you from? I am from the Tawan Empire. I've been honored with this posting, and I've been here for 20 years. Is that one of the Farlands? The Tawan Empire is the enemy of the Pact, but I do not concern myself with politics. I exist to provide quality service. I feel like I should be giving a British accent. Greetings, sir. How you doing today? You know anything about the troubles Avadon's been facing? His mouth develops a slight tick. I know nothing of that. I do not pay attention to politics. I only serve. So, how can you help me? I can provide food, clean linens, light, whatever your day-to-day needs desire. I hunger. We'll list these for a minute. He soon returns with a mug of ale and some fresh bread. Will you need anything else? Oh, nice. That's a nice long stream, too. Yeah, congrats on the good day. I need some linens. He soon returns with an immaculately clean blanket, pillow, and towel. I want some light. I'll probably just give me more lamps. Oh, it gives me a candle. That's all I need. Alright, I will be here if you need me. So, what game Android games were you playing? Apparently you've already been back here. Can I go in here? Admittedly, not a game I'm very well familiar with. They're one of those, like, kind of like more general, like, military FPS kind of games. And why? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, not really a genre not really like a visual style that appeals to me very much. Much more of like a fantasy kind of player. Hey, I got experience. This book is about Avadon. This entry has been added to your codex. Okay, apparently, oh, he's... Enter? Oh, there's Evelyn, okay. I can still fight. Evelyn is sitting in his corners, working on maintaining his weapons. There are a variety of blades on the desk in front of him. He takes great care to sharpen and polish each one. Looks up at you. What do you wish of me, Aaron? That's a nice collection of blades. He nods. My master in the Kava told me that a true craftsman is never satisfied by less than the finest tools. If my blades were dirty or not properly sharp, he would show his displeasure. Yeah, I can definitely see that being a pretty good time sink. Like, gameplay-wise, I'm usually kind of into that kind of style thing. Are there any, like, checkpoints that allow you to, like, come back for later on, or do you have to do, like, the entire thing at once? You know more about where you're from. I am a warrior of the Kava, upholder of the Stone Code. He smiles wryly. I learned early on that others do not appreciate me holding forth on the virtues of my land. I only do so when asked. Okay, that's at least fair. Others don't admire your land? There are 5 lands in the Pact, each with their own traditions and practices. While interest in survival holds us together, there is a lack of respect for each other's ways. After all, it was less than a century ago that we were all embroiled in a vicious civil war. There are still many grudges. What about the Stone Code? It is a set of laws, harsh and fair. And, unlike in other states, they apply to all. From the peasants to the lords and the monarch, all must obey them or be exposed as a sham to all. It is not like Avadon, where one man is the law and all fear him. Not, I hasten to add, that I would ever criticize Avadon. An example of one of your laws. Of course, consider theft. If a thief steals more than 10 coins worth of goods, the miscreant is brought before a judge to hear the facts of the case. If the judge finds guilt, other factors such as starvation or desperation are considered. Then 3 penalties can be given. Removal of the hand, branding of a T on the criminal's wrist, or banishment can be applied. Branding is the most common. It is far from rare to see people, even nobles and the young, with that telltale mark. How do regular folk know the laws? They are carved on stones in the middle of each village. Thus, the Stone Code. All are able to approach and see what they may and may not do. Another point in its favor, one that I have described to any who would listen. Isn't that a bit harsh, though, especially like the cutting off the hand? It is harsh. Life is harsh in the Kava. Stealing a bag of meal worth 10 coins can doom a family to starvation. The weight of the punishment matches the crime. I suppose in like a harder world, I could kind of see that, maybe? Let's see if he's willing to talk about this yet. Tell me more about your scar. And Sevelin frowns. Yes, if you are to trust me with your life, you should know of me. There is nothing that should be kept secret. I showed some promise when I arrived, so I was soon sent with a band of other hands back to my beloved Kava. We were sent to hunt a pack of bandits. Why is Avadon interested in bandits? Because they were hiding in the Kava and raiding over the border in Kilimdariel. This sort of thing raises tension between the pack states and thus involves Avadon. Alright, so what happened? There's actually little to tell. We followed their trail, we camped, they attacked in the night, but the hand on watch was not properly attentive. I returned to Avadon. I was not disgraced, but a cloud hung over me. None wished to take me on their missions. We were my last chance, I think. What about the bandits? Nothing yet. Redbeard has sent others to hunt them, I think. I am not told the details. I can't imagine such an outrage against warriors of Avadon going unanswered. You can see on his face that he has some doubts. So kind of an unceremonious thing then. Which I guess does kind of track with how the thing usually. These quarters have been set aside for you. By the standards of Avadon, they are fairly plain. Compared to what you're used to, however, they are amazingly opulent. I have a desk. A potion of health. Okay, I guess I get a free sapphire. And pen and ink, because why not? Fireplace, I got bookshelf, I got whatever this is. This book is about the eyes, hands, and hearts. The entry has been added to your codex. Nothing in there. So this is where we're gonna find, yep, Nathalie. The mage Nathalie is sitting at her desk, surrounded by papers and scrolls. It appears that her every free moment is lost in study, reading obscure tracts and learning new magical techniques. Such dedication is unusual even at the rarefied level of Avadon. She sits with you, reluctantly accepting a brief rest. What do you wish of me, fellow hand? Now that you see her in good lighting, you realize how young she is. She is 17 at most, and amazingly young for a warrior of Avadon. Where'd you get those papers? She looks at the scrolls on her desk. The librarian, Lyra. Even though she is Hochlandian, she is very kind about letting me see the papers. She collects magical writings from all over Linnaeus. I'm not supposed to have anything from the library in my room, but she helps me. Ow. Lets me borrow papers that are of interest, but not unique enough to become a part of the permanent collection. I look at them and then return them for destruction. Then none of my rival hands get to see them. She smiles sweetly. So where are you from? I am from Kilimdariel, jewel of Linnaeus. A place of beauty and wonders, and home to the greatest of colleges and academies. She blushes slightly. But I will cease there. Others tire quickly of hearing descriptions of my homeland, even accurate ones, she adds ruefully. And I must make an effort to make friends where I can. Or find colleges there? Indeed. Only Durham matches us in our libraries and our respect for learning. The finest workers of magic come from Kilimdariel, without question. Not the crude shamanic arts of the West, but true magery. Now tell me more about Kilimdariel. Ah, but you attempt to... That's a weird sentence. You attempt to tempt me, yes? Why is that such a weird sentence to say? Draw me into a new speech so you can mock me behind my back? Know that I am used to it. I will believe what I believe. I will simply say that we are a place of culture, good breeding, long tradition, and great order. Even a Hochlandian must admit that, whatever else he convinces himself of. But nobody likes hearing about your land? The Pact has 5 lands, and the history among them has not been untroubled. Though the civil wars of the Black Age are a century past, many grudges remain. For example, I've learned to say little about the Baraza Woods, though it is a topic dear to the heart of all true Kelim. And who of the Pact do you hate? Understand, I claim to hate none of my mates in the Pact. Not even the Hochlandians. Open arms within, the stone wall beyond. I believe this, even when every drop of my Kelim blood fights it. I don't feel like I read that paragraph correctly, but oh well. Tell me about the Baraza Woods. I have learned well not to discuss it. Not if I ever wish to be used in a mission again. Okay, I guess we're not gonna find out. What are you preparing for? He looks ruefully at the stacks of papers. I came to Avadon because I knew I was destined for greatness. This place was to be the fulcrum from which I could move the world. But things have not worked out as well as I had hoped. So I prepare. So what happened once you were here? I was accepted, of course, as I knew it would be. And then it was not used. I was treated as a mere apprentice, given lessons and skills I had mastered years before. They even tried to make me an eye. I pushed for more to do whenever I could, so I made enemies of those I had most relied upon to use me. But I am patient, and I will show my true worth. Why didn't they use you? They said it was because I was too young, as if that makes me untrustworthy, as if my skills, which they themselves admitted were superior, could not help me make up for such shortcomings. And perhaps there is envy there as well, and fear. I would not guess what was happening in their minds. You have enemies. Well, that might be a strong word. Perhaps I at times pushed too persistently to be allowed to serve. Perhaps I irritated Heart Miranda more than was wise. So they mock me. It is no matter. They will learn. He looked at the scrolls. I will study, and I will show them. I think it's everything I can talk about now. My talents are wasted. Or about killing Dariel. And looting my friend's bookshelves. Not bad armor, but we already have better. Dagger, no. Alright. Anything else we can get in this area? Oh, here we go. The sign says, Aaron. That sound. Am I like near docks or something? Quartermaster's office. Myth Dooman. The chamber is a small, crowded smithy. The air is hot and full of ash. Multiple chimneys suck the smoke out of the fortress to keep it from wafting down the halls. There is a lone smith manning the forge. He is a short, stocky man with a deeply tanned complexion. You suspect that he is from the Kava. He grimaces as you enter. Another hand come for supplies. Well, I'll do what I can, but I make no promises. I am Smith Dumon. Reaches out to shake your hand. As he does, his glove pulls away from his hand, revealing that it has been branded with a T. Alright, fair enough. May I get some supplies? Of course. I'm the acting quartermaster now. Why not ask me? But first, I need to hear from Heart Miranda that you can be supplied. You should go and talk with her. Fair enough. Also, loot. That's a bunch of cloaks. Okay, why does a blacksmith have like a bunch of cloth equipment? Avadon has an enormous workshop where weapons, armor, and magical trinkets are produced and maintained by a skilled cadre of crafters. Smoke is thick. Raw power in the air makes your hair stand on end. To the south, you can see Craftmaster Nicodemus. Happily, there are no wolves with him this time. He holds a delicate ring on an anvil with a pair of tongs and taps it carefully with a large hammer. That's not how you use hammers. Hammers are not meant to, like, tap things softly. Doves. Advantages. Once again, you approach Craftmaster Nicodemus. Feel a bit safer this time as he doesn't have any mad, twisted wolves with him. He sets his hammer aside and nods to you. I see that you have settled in. Now you are here to receive supplies, yes? That is my purpose in life. He smiles. I'm here to protect the hands. How can I help you? So you can supply me? Of course. As soon as Heart Miranda lets me know that you're entitled, you might wish to speak with her. Now, excuse me. He returns to working on his ring. I'm starting to think the NY means that I can't take it without, like, causing issues. You know what? Safe scumming counts as a thing. Now, if I take this, can't take this item, it isn't yours, and its owner would see you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the NY stands for not yours. Yeah, good to know. I guess everything else we can take just fine, though. Get a hammer, which... There it is. Do I want to go down here? Apparently there's something down here. And bars. At least it seems like the encumber system is only for equipped items, so, like, random crap I'm carrying around doesn't affect me. You enter Craftmaster Nicodemus's private forge, where much of his most creative, if not necessarily useful, work takes place. Avadon is built over a natural steam vent, and much of that heat is directed into this chamber. Two of Nicodemus's assistants are moving things around to the north. Not humans, but humanoid. Tall, scaly, and with horns and fangs. Somehow Nicodemus has bound 2 infernals to his service. Fortunately, collars around their necks hold them to bondage. Yeah, they are literal devils. You get close enough to the infernal to take a nice long look. It is very rare to get so close to these huge, unpredictable creatures. Fortunately, the collar it wears shocks it painfully whenever it tries to lunge at you. Eventually, you leave them to return to work. If the magic of their collars ever fails, this chamber will become very dangerous. You can't use this forge until you find a runestone. If you have one, you can use it to improve your weapons and armor. Okay. I need lockpicks I need one more lockpick to get that. Oh, you went down there. There we go. Not mine. Yeah, nothing I can do there. Come back up. Actually, a big ass place. Oh. There. Probably don't have access to this. Yeah, no. This place is friggin' massive. The moment you enter this dome, your hair stands on end. There is a portal in the magic circle to the south. It is a doorway made of raw magical energy, maintained in a delicate balance of power by the wizards of Avadon. Through the doorway, you can see an arid landscape. There are thickets of cacti in the distance. It is miraculous. One step, you can take a month's journey. It's not going to allow me to, but theoretically could. The experience, what's on here? Actually, there's several items here. Get a lamp. Cloak is not particularly cold. Are these not items? Apparently those are not items. Alright. You start to enter the portal to the Kava. Peering through the magical doorway, the stark deserts of southern Linnaeus beckon to you. Then you realize that using these portals without permission or instruction would not be wise and could be dangerous. You decide not to pass through just yet. Already been that way. There's way too much to explore. I can't sit down. I want to be comfy. Also, I like the one guard with a bow. It also has a dagger of some kind. This is the main dining hall of Avadon. It is a whirlwind of activity every hour of this day, as hands, envoys, supplicants, and diplomats grab hasty meals before returning to their business. Most of the people here ignore you. One man stares at you openly. He is a shadow walker, sitting by himself at a long table. He sips some wine and nods at you. Hello, fellow shadow walker. You're wearing the best color. Or, wait, it was green, not black. There's a man in black garb, mask and leather armor sitting at this table. His appearance is rather incongruous in this crowded, busy dining hall. He sits alone and constantly scratches at his mask as if it's bothering him. Then he sees you. He jumps to his feet and bows deeply. Art Miranda told me of you. You are Aaron, yes? I am Shima Threespear, proud shadow walker of Folklanda. I place my blade and razor disc at your service, should you have need of me. That's bothering you? His face is covered, so you can't see his expression. He shrugs slightly. It itches from time to time, especially when I'm inside and it's warm. But the mask is the mark of my caste, so I wear it proudly in Avadon. Or from Folklanda. That is true. I suspect that you're about to ask more about it. But I would discuss it at another time. I have just arrived from the field and I am eager to return. Or a shadow walker. I am. Normally I would not wear this garb where others could see me. In Avadon, however, among my allies, I'd let you see it so you know my true purpose. So it's unusual to be dressed like this? Of course. We say that when one not of our clan sees the mask, it is the last thing they see. But I'm a warrior of Avadon now, so all of Avadon are my clan mates. Why are you sitting here? I must eat. And I, whenever I can, talk to those who travel through. We Shadow Walkers learn all we can of every land, so that we can be prepared when we are sent there. Makes sense. I've already asked about all that. You're just a regular worker. Oh. Staircases everywhere. Where does this go? Envoy Rasula. There was a tall, elegant woman sitting at this table. She wears a long, flowing dress that must have been fantastically expensive. She sips wine and reads a scroll. When you approach, she stands and bows. Always best to be polite to the warriors of our masters. We have learned, if nothing else, to be humble. I am Envoy Brasula, from the Tawan Empire. She sits down and reclaims her goblet of wine. I would like to speak with you. And I with you. We of the Tawan Empire always want to deal with Avadon. However, at this point, I only have work for you if you travel to the Baraza Woods, which I currently don't. She sighs. Not unusual. Well, I wish you the best of travels, but there is no profit in further conversation for either of us. She returns to her scroll. I want to pick up the potted plant. Oh my god, I can actually pick up the potted plant. Okay, it's mine. I have a plant. I shouldn't do it, but I'm going to. Yeah, I don't care if I'm like a lowly like squire. Basically, everything in this castle is mine. It's a bit of a mess. Beggar. Recovery. All inactive abilities returned 6 turns earlier. It's kind of worth it for the money, I think. Okay, so anything here that's useful? Pillow, blanket, yeah, not so much. Hello? Meet one of Avadon's stewards in the hallway. Runs past you, making a show of being in a great hurry. Odd. Same thing with you. Meet a tall, swarthy woman. What is swarthy? Swarthy. Dark-skinned. Why is that word needed? Swarthy. That doesn't even sound like a good word. Well over 6 feet tall and heavily muscled. Back to here's chat. Politeness is not important to her. She quickly brushes past you as if she did not see you, or as if she wanted to avoid you. Okay then.
Oh no.
Let... Iron cloak. Yeah, I'll upgrade. 20. I already have one of those. More potted plants. Nothing in there. These animal skin. Yeah. Keeper's wine vault. Stewards only. Hey, pick up. Oh, just board. Six hatchets, yeah. Worker. I know a new area. Ooh, bread. Nom nom nom. I came here kind of before. Over here. Yeah, there was a lot of place to explore in this castle. I don't know how long it took just to design all this space. This is the second garden, larger and more beautiful than the first. Lanterns ring the hall, full of rare and fragile plants from all over Linnaeus. Visitors to Avadon frequently come here to breathe fresh air and try to relax. It is not easy to stay calm under the constant gaze of Keeper Redbeard. There's a young woman walking among the trees. She is barefoot and wears a loose leather tunic and dress. You suspect that she is from the Wild Rim. She sees you, she nods solemnly. Hello, new friend? There's an aging man here in the garden, walking around and enjoying the flora. This is a courtyard, so you are surrounded by cool, fresh mountain air. He inhales it deeply. Then he turns to you and frowns. Ah, a hand. I'm only enjoying what I do not usually get. I am Abi, representative of the Kava. The Kava is a harsh desert land, so you can see why all this greenery has an appeal. This is a lovely garden. Yes, pauses to sniff a flower. You are from the Kava? I am. I'll be spending 6 months here, then I will return. Why 6 months? He admires a praying mantis as it consumes its prey. Then I will be replaced by another. Can you tell me more about the Kava? I am a poor teacher. I mean, at least he's honest. Why are you here? As a representative. Or the Kava. How do you represent them? He sighs, realizing that his efforts to avoid conversation are coming to naught. The Kava, from time to time, need help dealing with outsiders. Needs help Avadon can provide. Oh, I couldn't understand the way that sounds supposed to be. So they send requests to me. I pass them on to your hearts and hands. Can I help you? He seems surprised. A warrior of Avadon offering to help? This is a surprise. Yes, you can help. Finding out who is selling weaponry to the wretches will directly help the Pact. If you ever happen to find yourself in Gold Crag, there is a man living outside of it. His name is Tartan. I believe he is acting against the Pact. You should deal with him the way Avadon does. What do you want me to do? Train the gaze of Avadon upon him. Death to the foes of the Pact, and so on. What's Tartan doing? Wretches are the eternal plague of the Kva. We believe that this Tartan person is selling weapons to them. Avadon acts delightfully decisively toward those who would arm the Farlands. Why don't you deal with them? We of the Kava follow the Stone Code, which limits what the leaders of smaller towns may do without proof. If the head of a province was available and willing, Tartan could be crushed in a moment. No proof needed. However, they lack the influence. Right. I think that's basically all I can get out of him. Deal with Tartan. Been a man named Abi in Avadon, blah blah blah. I have a quest now. Or if I ever happen to get there. Where was the lady with like the... Maybe she walked somewhere else? That's just a guard. What's this little alcove? Oh, just like a separate entrance. I have a weird setup. Can I go through here? Nope. Oh, there she is. Janelle. There was a woman wandering the Avadon Gardens. She wears a long, loose leather dress, and several beads and symbols hang from around her neck. She is older than you. You guessed it. You guess that she has served in Avadon for at least a few years. As you approach her, you feel as if you are being watched. Something slinks through the trees, watching you. You turn to see what it is, it fades back into the shadows. She smiles. Greetings. Art Miranda described you to me. You are Aaron, the newest hand in Avadon. I am Janelle, Shaman of the Wild Rim. I will be working at your side, if you choose. Stalking me? She nods and laughs. Despite the recent troubles, she is in high spirits. The beasts of the woods tend to keep an eye on me, as do the beasts of this garden. Do not worry. As long as you don't move too suddenly, you'll be fine. She might be joking. You're from the Wild Rim? This is true. I am one of the southern tribes, though I have not been home for some years. I am polite enough to not describe my land unless asked. If I ask, then I would be happy to tell. Later. For now, I've heard that there is work to do. Okay. Guess can't really do much talking right now. Yeah, there's still so much area to explore, too. Can't go down there yet. Can I go here? Really not. What I thought the gate was open? Oh, I can't check there. So. Finally head up and continue on with the main story. But oh my god, there's even more exploration I can do. This is the first floor of Redbeard's tower, where the Keeper of Avadon meets with the hands, eyes, and hearts, as well as the assorted diplomats, supplicants, and courtiers, not sure what the proper pronunciation, who come to ask for help or mercy. It is far quieter up here than downstairs. Nobody wants to be the loudmouth who irritates Redbeard. That can be very dangerous. You can see his hall to the east. Several people wait patiently outside his chambers, hoping that he will decide to spend a few minutes hearing petitions. He usually doesn't, especially in these chaotic times, but they wait anyway. Day after day. Can't do anything there. Cars, I guess. Yep. Door and expo. Stop moving. Art Jarvina. There is one person in this library. There's another person back here. There is one person in this library. She is an old woman with graying hair and the garb of the Wild Rim. She runs from bookshelf to bookshelf, desperately hunting for scrolls and records. When she sees you, she says without breaking stride, "I am Hart Jarvina. I don't know you and I don't have time to properly meet you yet. Soon when these troubles are over." Hart? Yes, one of Redbeard's trusted advisors. Not that anyone has explained those things to you. You are new and we are busy. Can you tell me about him? The Keeper? Talk to him yourself. He will want to meet you. He meets all hands before they go out into the wilds. He might even talk to you later. You should visit him from time to time. He might have more work for you. I guess I'll just leave you be. Yeah, there's another person right here. It's not just a random NPC, it's an actual named NPC. There's a young man wandering through the library, lost in thought. His hair and clothes are immaculate, done in all the latest styles. You guess that he is from Kilindariel before he even opens his mouth to speak. He turns to you and gives a tight little smile. But there are still hands in Avadon. I'm starting to think that they'd all retired. I am Fabrin, the envoy from Kilindariel. There is much you can do for us, and we will give proper consideration, of course. So you're an envoy? Of course. All powers in Linnaeus send envoys to Avadon. There are some tasks that can only be done by Redbeard's warriors. Nobles send me requests, and I pass them on. With, of course, massive rewards. It is the only way we can keep even with our enemies. Our help is always expensive? Of course. Avadon provides powerful justice, but expensive. And who are your enemies? Do not be naive. Enemies of Kilindariel are all that are not Kilindariel, such as the greedy and vengeful creatures of Hoklanda. Aren't they part of the Pact? Unfortunately, yes. We are sworn to fight to defend them. When they're not scheming to steal from us and to keep their territories they stole from us in the Black Age. But this is not the time to discuss some things. Now, I'm going to leave you be with your anger. Can I go here? There's an elaborate glowing rune carved on the floor in front of this door. Motes of light rise from the rune and float on into the door. This is a powerful warding magic. Without some tool to help you pass this rune, this enchantment will make it extremely difficult for you to open the door. You aren't sure how to break the spell. I was going to say difficult, but not impossible. But apparently it is actually impossible. You step into Redbeard's audience chamber, the place where the Keeper of Avadon greets outsiders. And for the first time, you lay eyes on the Master of the Black Fortress, a man who has kept Linnaeus trembling in fear since decades before you were born. He sets down a goblet, casually wipes his mouth with his sleeve, grins and waves you forward. New hand, and a good time for it too. Step in here. Let me have a look at you. At last, you stand before Redbeard, who is alone in his enormous stone hall. He is not what you expected. He is a massive man, over 6 feet tall and broad of shoulder. The hair and beard that are his namesake are, as expected, bushy and fiery red. He looks like he's only a few years older than you, which, considering he's been the Keeper of Avadon for almost 60 years, is a little odd. But the strangest thing is his mood. Despite the chaos inside and outside his fort, he seems strangely jolly. A genuine grin doesn't seem to leave his face for a moment. He steps forward to clap you on the shoulder. Welcome, new hand. Welcome to Avadon. I thank you for your welcome. He nods. Politeness. Good. Manners are a valuable thing to have out in the wilds. A good blade, of course, and knowledge of the rightness of our cause. But calm and a kind word can do so much, eh? Even in these chaotic times, I always greet my new recruits. I never sent anyone to risk their lives without at least that little honor. And, of course, there is one small bit of business. It is. He stands up straight and adopts an air of bemused self-righteousness. I, Redbeard, keeper of Avadon and defender of the Pact, offer you the honor of being a hand of the Black Fortress. You swear to obey our orders and give all for the safety and security of the Pact. I will give all I can to protect the Pact. Redbeard nods. Won't swear, eh? Noted. I've never had much faith in oaths. Seen too many of them broken. But I do love tradition. Ceremony. Yes? Now I have a question for you. Okay. All come here to serve the Pact, though they have very different ways to do it. Some that involve serving me, and some that oppose me. But service is never the only reason. Not with so much wealth and power available, eh? So tell me, and I assure you I have heard everything. What do you want here? None of these are really what I want to go with. Let's see what he responds to with this. I would kind of wanted to choose an option of just like personal growth and see like how good I can get on things like that, but it's not giving me that option. So I haven't really thought about it. Really? All the work to come here, and you have no idea what you wish from your life. Fascinating. Not the slightest bit suspicious. Still, focus on duty is appreciated. I suppose then, that is all. I must return to my work. Where should I go then? Back to Miranda, and quickly. You'll have much more for you to do, and I must do my best to hold back the limitless chaos out there. He makes a grand wave with his hand. Then one of the hearts comes in, her arms full of maps and scrolls. He returns to work. Go back downstairs to find Heart Miranda's office, speak with her, and she will hopefully give you some time to settle in. I still want to explore. I don't think there's going to be too much to explore up here from what I'm seeing on the map. This is a small gymnasium. Here, Redbeard can exercise, practice with his blade, and keep himself in the sort of shape that he needs to be in to fend off assassins. Being invited to train here with him is probably a great honor. And a dangerous one. Of value. Rancid Rod. I think I already have that for. I can never remember her exact name. What I was with. Yeah, I already have better. I know. What's in here? Health potion. Take that. Bandages, a bunch of them. And oh, the one here. Yeah, not particularly. And use that until like strength. Yeah, that's a lot more damage though, damn. I don't think anybody can see me right now, so I'll take one of those. I can't get through there. I got here, I guess? Go this way, because we haven't seen apparently everything yet. Umbrella? There is a young woman, probably not even 18, sitting on the bench and chewing on a roll. She looks completely out of place in the grandeur of Avadon. Her dress is rough, humble, and torn, and her feet are bare. When you get close, she immediately leaps to her feet and bows to you. I humbly greet you, warrior of Avadon. I am Lorella of Doralstead, in Cameria. I have come to ask mighty Avadon for your help. Greetings. I thank you for your attention. I have come far to ask for help from my tribe in Cameria. Have you been assigned to aid us? Possibly. I am sorry, but I was told that only the hearts, they are called, only they can order help for us. Have you been sent from them? Say that you haven't. And I am sorry for taking your time. Excuse me. Turns to her meal. You look like a zombie. Lord Svarl. You're surprised to see a wretch sitting here in Avadon. He sits in a shadowy corridor of Redbeard's glorious hall and gnaws on a bone. His robes are torn and stained, and his chin and jowls are covered with sauce. He gives you a wave when you approach, though he doesn't rise. I, Lord Svarl, the envoy of High Lord Deathskull, greet you. And I loses track of his speech, shrugs, and returns to his gnawing. You're an envoy here? Yes. All smart people send envoys to Avadon. Must be friends with Avadon. But Avadon hurts others and not you. High Lord Deathskull is strong and wise, so he sends me. Tell me about Deathskull? He is mightiest leader of mightiest tribe, and talking to Avadon will make him mightier still. Only Avadon and pack stronger than him. But what do you want from Avadon? Wretch gets a cagey look. We have plans, messages, and offers. Get to those who can make decisions. The Hearts and Redbeards. We have plans. But nothing from me. You do. You are Hand. Hands who help us, we will pay them. We know Hands do great things for right price. Here to get help? Svarl nods. We are. We try to get a message to Redbeard. None take it. They look down on us. They don't let me in. But you. He presses a folded up piece of paper, wrinkled and stained with wine, into your hand. Then he points down the hall to the east. Give letter to Redbeard. I pay you. Redbeard has helped. Things better for all. What's in the letter? Offer. Good offer. Not a waste of time. You take. What's a wretch doing in Avadon? Eating. Belches. Your food. Very good. And I get all I want. We wretches are not all stupid. Most. Not all. Some in Wretchlands wise enough to use Avadon. Good, strong ally you are. And you're an example of a smart wretch? Yes, look at this. He waves a bone at you. Could be in Wretchlands, hunting rats, fighting other tribe. Instead, I, Lord Svarl, am here, safe and with meat. Not all wretches are smart as me. They fight packed. Not smart. And you're a lord? Yes. High Lord Deathskull says so. Lord among wretches, Svarl is. That seems like a good place to end. So, apparently I did get the letter. We'll give you a reward if you deliver a letter to Redbeard. Of course, your master might be annoyed if you waste his time. You know, I'm an advocate of safe scumming. Let us safe scum. As you approach Redbeard, he looks up at you with annoyance. You remember the letter that the wretch to the west gave you. Redbeard says, "What is it? I would love to banter with you all day, but there is very much to do." I was asked to give this to you. Redbeard impatiently takes the letter. He reads it, then crumples it up and throws it away. Listen carefully. We're allowed one error in this area, and you have just made it. Many people will offer you rewards for your aid. I will give you some latitude in accepting them. It is a reward for the many risks you take. But you may not sell access to me, and your projects are not allowed to waste my time. Get away before I lose my temper. Waves you away. Yeah, sounds about right. Are you gonna give me anything? I delivered your letter. Svarl nods. An answer comes back. No. Not happy. Redbeard misses good opportunity. But I am not done. Other ways we can help Avadon. Ways they help us. Oh, and reward. Here is thing we found on path. Want you to have. Not good for us. Too delicate for hacking. Gives you a long rapier still in its sheath. Is there anything else you pay me to do? He looks you over. Maybe. But I think you're not ready. Get bigger swords for hitting. Then we see. So, got a rate. Jeebus. Okay, I would call that worth it. So 10% extra melee damage, 15% poison resistance, 15% acid resistance, and a boatload more damage. I will gladly take that. I will accept Redbeard's Fury. Alright, so Miranda was here. Apparently she's not here. And Callan continues to tirelessly roam the halls of Avadon, looking for anyone who seems a bit idle. Okay. Okay. Okay, I guess I get to speak with her now. She looks over at you. I suppose so. I think you've had time to settle in. She shakes your hand. Aaron, is it? Good to meet you. I am the head hand here. That seems like a weird sentence. Redbeard says so. When you aren't following the orders of him or the hearts, you will answer to me. So the way things are looking, you'll be busy for some time. I know everything about the hands, including the ones who have been assigned to help you. What do you want to know? Discuss my companions? She nods. Of course. You often will not be able to choose who you work with. However, I am here to make it easier to fight alongside those unexpected allies. I would like to know anything unusual that happens in your dealings with them. After all, they may not necessarily be those I would choose to work with you. Why wouldn't you choose? He seems nervous. Some hands don't settle into life at Avadon as well as others. Some of them may have qualities or opinions that give them a difficult time here. Does that have to do with the ones available to me? The trials we have faced may have left behind a greater concentration of... Actually, never mind. They have the full backing of Avadon. They will serve the cause of the Pact well. He obviously has nothing else to say on the topic. Do you want me to battle on them? Of course I do. Think I'm ashamed to say it? The Pact is ever threatened. Assassins and traitors are everywhere. These are facts. If you have reason to suspect one of your allies threatens Avadon, it is your duty to say so. Nothing to say, at least yet. She nods. Understandable. But I hope when you learn more, you will confide in me. So, what's been going on? He looks unsettled. Understandable. It is a difficult time when one disaster following another. It does happen. There was an accident in one of the towers. Pulse of magic disrupted much of Avadon. At the same time, there was an unusual amount of trouble in the Farlands. Most of our hands had to be sent away. Are they still away? No, the distractions continue. As soon as they come back, they must be sent off again. Well, tell me about the accident. One of the towers was used to imprison creatures of interest, usually the results of magical experimentation or monsters that wandered out of the corruption. They were held in place with runes of power. Okay, so what happened? Nobody knows for sure. It was a pulse of power. Runes burned themselves out. Keepers died, the wave of energy disrupted spells all over Avadon, beasts escaped, the dungeons were disrupted. What was the cause of it? It is a mystery. He looks quite unsettled. It is worrying. Is there anything I can do for you? I am always happy when enterprising hands offer themselves for extra work. I know Miranda keeps you busy, but there is a small task I would like done. It will take very little time. We have an envoy from the Tawan Empire. Name is Brasula. She's been here for some time, more than usual. Since the Tawan Empire is an old foe of the Pact, this requires attention. I would like for you to search her quarters and see if you can find any evidence of spying or other such behavior. Where are her quarters? She's staying in the lower guest quarters under the main dining hall. I'm assuming she's going to mind if I browse her things. She is of the Farlands, not the Pact. She has no choice but to accept it. Remember our principles, the stone wall beyond. However, it might be wise to do the search when she's not actually present. Alright, so... I can't remember where that is. Stairway down... Chamber, Miranda's office... crap, where was that? I do remember encountering her already. I don't remember where that was. Like a proper map function. Quest log, orders. Okay, go downstairs. So, dungeons, Miranda. Stairway down. Here. Okay. So you're just kind of... which room is yours? Hobby's chambers. Kind of here. Is that not... maybe it's over here. Apparently I missed this room. I'll know. Oh. I don't think I need to go in there yet. I'm gonna say no. I wish I just knew like which room was actually hers. Tiger, no. So apparently that's not it. That's Obby. That's someone I haven't met. I get some lore. Door. The potted plant. Brazil? Okay, this is Brazil's chambers. Okay, I do have a lockpick. Take one lockpick to succeed. Is it? Okay. Sure, so not too suspicious. The cabinet contains some of the possessions of Envoy Brasula, one of the many diplomats who constantly haunt the halls of Avadon. You poke through them quickly, looking for anything of interest. Find nothing. Then, since Hen Callan asked you to look through her goods, you do a much more thorough search. There are dresses, bottles of perfume, a few scrolls of poetry, nothing odd or incriminating. If Brasula is a spy, you lack the skills to find her out. Money, oak. Not a bad short sword, but not really useful to us. Paper, boots. I'm apparently encumbered. Haven't noticed anything yet. It's probably something that just like affects me in battle. Of the Taiwan Empire. Okay, everything seems legit. Alright, go back and report, I guess. Miranda was, or not Miranda. I should forget. Oh, Hen Callan, I think. Hen Callan. I searched her room. There was nothing suspicious. Really? Interesting. That means she must be very good at hiding evidence of her guilt. I want there to be a middle option. Perhaps she's innocent? She laughs. Nobody is innocent, especially diplomats from the far lands. But do not worry, you have been useful, and you should be rewarded. She removes a scarab from her pouch and hands it to you. Thank you for your help. I may need more assistance in the future. Do you need more help now? Not yet. I'm still continuing my own investigation. Return and speak with me later. So, oh, I leveled up. Nice. Okay, so apparently I don't have enough strength to get to the next level of key. I think I got free dexterity off that level. I don't want to do this. Yeah, let's do another one of these two again. Apparently everybody else can level up. Endurance. I'll get more regeneration. Really, I can't take that now for some reason. That together, and then for you, get more smarts. Damage. How do I get access to these? Let's keep increasing that until I find out. Alright, so I still gotta find Miranda. Don't know where she went. Oh, she's probably in her office. I think it's down here. There you are. Track down Hart Miranda in her office. Even though the smell of blood and smoke is still in the air, she sits at her desk as if nothing unusual has happened. Looks up at you and brushes her graying hair out of her eyes. So, you've been to see Redbeard. How did it go? I managed to survive. She nods. That is the proper attitude. Respect, care, and the lack of complacency. Redbeard is the most dangerous man in Linnaeus. Now, I know that I told you that you would be allowed some time to settle in. I'm afraid that'll have to wait. Okay, what happened? The problems we have had mean that we are desperately short on hands. There's a task that has been waiting to be completed for some time. I do not like to seem tardy or inattentive, so I'm going to send you. Of course, you will be supplied first. Okay, what do I need to do? First, you need supplies. As a servant of Avadon, you have fantastic resources at your disposal. Before I send you into the field, you can tap into them. Go speak with Smith Dumont and get your first scarab. Find Craftmaster Nicodemus and see what he has made for you. Then return to me. The locations are marked on my map with stars. Hold down the tab key to see the map of the entire area. Okay. Why is this not M? I'd like to know more about Redbeard. Ah, yes. So many rumors, so little knowledge. All new eyes and hands must be told what is true and what is not. Do you have any questions? Does he have 3 wives? He laughs bitterly. Yes, and I am one of them. Callan and Lyra are the others. We're not actually married, of course. It is simply our nickname. We have served him for so long, so loyally, that this is the name we have been given. Not kindly, I think. No matter. Can you read my mind? No, I don't think so. But he understands the weaknesses of humanity so well that he might as well be able to. Are there many times on his life? For a moment, you see a flicker of something in her eyes, but it passes instantly. Yes, that is true. Whoever destroys Redbeard takes his place, and with the unlimited wealth and power that accompany it. But they always fail. You saw in the dungeons what happens to them. I don't think I really need to ask anything else. Need to talk to the other peeps. Okay, there's one down there. You go Dumont. Smith Dumont continues to work in the smithy. Divides his time between repairing blades and plate armor and organizing the goods left behind by the quartermaster. Yeah, Miranda sent me to see you? Of course she did. I'm the quartermaster for now, if I didn't have enough to do. But wants me to give you a scarab too. I only have 1 left, but you can have it. Aren't normally the quartermaster? Me? One of the finest smiths in Linnaeus? Of course not. But then Rich has killed the old quartermaster, and everyone has been too distracted to replace him, so Miranda gave me the touch. You'll be trading with me for what you need. Right, what's a scarab? Yes, a scarab. He removes a piece of jewelry from his pouch. It is indeed a small metal scarab on a thin chain. Its 6 legs end in needle points. This is Avadon magic. Powerful. Only we can use it. The legs look sharp. Of course, you wear it under your armor. The legs dig in and the magic goes deep within your being. Don't wince. Many in the Farlands would kill for the power they bring. What sort of power do they give? They can make you stronger or faster. They give you magical powers. Scarabs will sustain you no matter how far you get from Avadon or how many foes attack you. I should know. I've made many of them. Alright, I guess I'll take it. He hands it to you reverently. There it is. You wear it, it grabs on. Nobody can steal it. However, you can only take it off or put it on in the safety of Avadon. Anywhere else, it won't let itself be stolen. And a warning. Don't wear too many. You need to be strong to withstand their power. They give, but they also take. Currently equip 1 scarab. You can equip 1 more for each 7 levels you gain. You only equip or remove them when on the main floor of Avadon. I'd like to know more about you. You would. I suppose that is friendly of you, though I'm too busy for such talk. He absent-mindedly scratches the back of his right hand where he saw the T-brand earlier. I'm from the Kava. I came here to use my skills to serve the Pact. It is a great honor that Redbeard took me in. There's little else I can say. Tell me about the Kava. It is a harsh land, but it is beautiful. But then I hear you'll be spending time there. Do not let its roughness distract you. There is such beauty there. My family is there, and I'm glad for them. Tell me about it. I would rather not. Suffice it to say that they are well. Growing, moving on. The last 2 words concern me. I'd still like to learn more about it. I believe there is a book on the Kava by the Southern Portal. It was left there to inform the hands and eyes who were assigned to travel there. Proper preparation and all that. Okay, can I trade with you? He nods. This is what I'm forced to do until I bother to find a new quartermaster, which won't happen until things are under control again, which could take weeks. You can sell things to me that you find in the field. In return, I'll sell you new quality equipment. Even scarabs when I can get them. Wait, you'll buy and sell me things? I'm a hand. Why don't you just give equipment to me? I don't want to pick this, but I'm going to. Oh, how many times have hands been given that little speech? To answer your question, it is Redbeard's orders. Avadon has great resources, but great responsibilities as well. We don't have near as much as we should. So Redbeard will make you earn your keep. How so? When you're on a mission, you may keep what treasure you find. If someone hires you to do something, as long as it does not hurt the pact or keep you from your duties, you can keep what you earn. And you can trade what you find back to me. Would you rather hand everything you find to me and then settle for what I give you back? I thought not. Let me actually... I do want to sell some of my stuff. So... How do I sell just my junk items? I think that's everything here. No. That's not what I'm currently... Okay, that shows the sell value, I guess? Wait. What just happened? Can't sell this item. Hold on. Wait. Oh, okay, I think I see what's going on. Oh no, I don't want to sell that. Sell that. Okay, that's not a bad scarab. It doesn't seem like they go to scarab, actually. I'll sell that one. Iron Glaive. When did I pick that up? Got more melee damage. Poison for 3 turns, 15%. Oh, I didn't realize my current blade does poison. Okay, I was supposed to have that. Keep bandages. That for now. Oh, I can't sell the plant. I sell all of them. Okay, that is actually my junk bag then. Apparently I can't sell those. Can't sell that? No. All those. I want to keep those. That's everything I really can sell. Alright. I got money. What do you have to buy? You go with... Oh, what do you have for supplies? Oh, that's actually a lot for a lockpick. The price is pretty average. Okay, I first read that as Potion of Bottle. Wand of Fire. Wand of Fire, interesting. Crystal. I don't think I necessarily want any of them. Oh, I didn't want to go that far. How about some armor? What are you using? Okay, no better armor. Bunch of weapons. I got the better for that. Yeah. Nothing I really do with you right now. I think down here was where Nicodemus was. Oh, he's over here. Blademaster Nicodemus sets his work aside whenever any hand comes to him for help. He does a very good job of concealing his irritation at being kept from his labors. Yeah, Miranda sent me to get stuff from you? He nods. I've received word from her. You are very fortunate. I am skilled in the crafting of magical goods, and Avadon puts the finest resources at my disposal. If you're given a mission, come to me. I'll give you the most useful, freshly crafted magical tool I still have available. Items you still have available? Coughs slightly. As you may know, most of our hands have had to go out on missions, and many of my more pyrotechnic items have been taken. Don't worry, I'll make sure that anything I give you will do... something. Are they as reliable as your wolves? He is unfazed. Oh, dear, you have a grudge about that little incident? I apologize. I will continue to apologize anytime something similar happens. What do you have for me now? He has an assistant fetch a long baton from or baton of polished oak for you. This is a rod of attraction. I'm quite pleased with it. Watch. The assistant starts to walk away. Nicodemus waves the wand and an invisible hand seizes the young man and yanks him back to you. See? Quite marvelous. You are dismissed. The assistant, now somewhat bruised and sprained, staggers away. Nicodemus hands you the wand. Good for him. for bringing things that are farther away closer to you, like, say, irritating enemy mages. I admit it lacks fire, lighting, or the more flashy magical manifestations, but is a wand of great utility. Now, how else can I help you? Tell me about your work. He nods eagerly. Yes, my work. Tools for the hands, weapons and trickery to help them escape danger and do the work of Avadon. I receive only the best of supplies, and I also have a wide variety of loyal and talented assistants culled from all over Linnaeus. And it always works? Of course. Well, it always does something anyway. Perhaps the results can be a bit unpredictable, but that is a small price to pay to have magical artifacts that have never existed before. Your enemies will always be surprised. And so you suspect, will you? Tell me about your assistants. Loyal and intelligent. Carefully screened to remove those likely to assassinate me. Always ready to help me test new inventions. Note that all of his assistants try to spend their time in the far end of the workshop out of his sight. And in my private workshop, I have other, more magically skilled and durable helpers. Go on. This is not something I like to boast about. However, if you enter my private workshop, please do not remove their control collars. The result would be troublesome. Tell me about you. Really? How novel. There is little to tell, though. Not much to say about me beyond my work. I come from Durham, where from a young age I showed great talents, both with magic and with mundane crafts. Word of my existence reached Redbeard, who brought me here. So he brought you when you were young? How old does that make him? Redbeard became keeper in the year 6257, is now 6312, and yet he looks so young. Remarkable, yes? The keeper of Avadon has resources beyond even what is available to me. I am envious. Can you tell me more about Durham? Ah, my beautiful coastal home. I've not been there for so long. I have a book about it here somewhere if you wish to learn more. The next time the portals are set to take the hands there, I must return for a visit. That feels like an insulting question to ask. Pause? Fighting for the pact. Yes, I'm afraid I don't give those political issues much thought. Then why'd you come here? He looks at you as if you're mad. Why the resources? He waves a hand at this massive workshop. All this! All mine for my beautiful work. My magical inventions will grant me immortality. For centuries, they will speak of the incomparable genius of Craftmaster Nicodemus, while greater minds die forgotten in the mud because they never had such tools with which to express their genius. Okay, then. Yeah, I guess that's all I can do. Alright. Did I get anything from him? I can't really tell anymore. Oh yeah, where do I put scarabs? Oh, scarab's not there. Actually, let's put some quick use items available. Elf. Thing. Some lantern. Bandages are gonna be used. Do that. So what am I quests again? Supplies. I've already spoken with both of them, I thought. Also something with Nicodemus I didn't get to. Well, actually, maybe I just go to Miranda now. Maybe the quest doesn't update that way. No, she was over here. I have received my supplies. Then you are ready for your first journey into the outside world as a representative of Avadon. Sooner than I might have wanted to send you, perhaps, but you will only be dealing with wretches, so it should be fine. Where do I go? Miranda pulls a wrinkled sheet of papyrus from deep in one of the stacks on her desk and inspects it. Yes. The dragon Zethron. How interesting. Meeting a dragon on your first trip out. The dragon is troubled by wretches. We want to keep the creature happy. He hasn't received personal attention from Avadon in some time, so we are sending you. Go clear out his pest, then return to me. Also, I'm happy to say 2 more hands have returned from the field. They are available to help you. Be sure to speak with them before you depart. I can spare 2 of the 4 available to you with this task. I doubt that you'll need more. I'm helping a dragon? Dragons are some of the most valuable allies for the Pact. Of course, not all dragons are allied with us, but those creatures are wise enough to hide far away. Beasts such as Zethron provide knowledge and military aid. In return, we must, at times, help ease their egos by sending hands to do their bidding. Okay, how can I reach it? He points toward the southern tower. The portal there has been charged to take you to the town of Goldcrag in the Kava. Once there, it will not be difficult to find your way to Zethron's Eyrie. Many travel there to buy various sorts of assistance from the greedy old reptile. Tell me about the other hands? You consult another paper on her desk. One is Shima Three-Spear, a young shadow walker of some skill. Quite promising, I think. He's often found in the dining hall. The other is Janelle. She is a shaman, recently arrived from the Wild Rim and eager to prove herself. She spends much of her time in the garden, the northwest corner of the fortress. But why are these hands still here instead of out in the field? Ah, they are young, perhaps less tested than others, and thus less likely to be selected. But I assure you that you will be able to work well with them. So who do you recommend? That will be your decision. See which ones mesh best with, and which one has skills to complement your own. Alright. I know I've already spoken with them. Already met them, go to the portal. Alright. We get to see a dragon. I wonder how it's gonna look. So, I'm already a Shadow Arc, so I'm not worried about that one. I know we'll take the started with. I think the Shaman is kind of more like the Jack of all trades, where she can do a little bit of everything. Right now, we already have everything with these three classes. Your body reforms next to a stone pylon. Spend a few minutes on your knees, hunched over and gagging, as you recover from the effects of being magically flung across Linnaeus. You hope that this gets less painful with experience. You doubt it. Eventually, you rise to your feet. The pylon is behind you, ready for use. Use the pylon to rest and recover your vitality, but then have the option to return to Avadon. How are you low on vitality? This is like the first time you've been in my party. Here. Okay, there it goes. You stumble out into the hot sun. After the cool and darkness of Avadon, the hot, dry air of the deserts of the Kava immediately starts to wear you down. Sweat rolls down your face and grit starts to work its way into your armor. The ground is arid and dusty. The only plant life visible nearby is in the form of huge thickets of cactus, bearing vicious thorns. The dragon Zethron picked a home truly inhospitable to humans. When you emerge, someone shouts to you. A woman is waiting for you by the path to the north. I want to explore everywhere else. Already been open. Apparently this road is really well traveled, though. Hard. Oh, maybe the guard is actually what I need to speak to. Or maybe not. Oh, it's like a little encampment. Enter the town of Goldcrag. It is not a large settlement. There is. There is a meeting hall and barracks in the center of the town. You can see shops and inn to the north and a few quiet buildings to the south. Normally in this remote, arid land, you would only find small clusters of nomads. However, the people who come out here to see the dragon and try to purchase its aid need a place to sleep and get supplies for the journey back. When you enter, the few people out in the hot sun nearby look very nervous. The presence of a hand of Avadon always causes fear. Everyone wonders what they have done wrong recently and how much you want to know about it. Avadon does all it can to encourage that paranoia. There are 4 black stones set upright in the middle of Goldcrag. Closer inspection reveals that they are covered with dense writing. Townsfolk circle them, reading the writing and making notes of it. Those who are illiterate ask those who can read for help. These stones bear the core of the Stone Code, the law that governs life in the Kava. They are traditionally set here so that all can see them. Severlin looks at the stones with interest. It's interesting to see them in a town so small. Giving these stones is a sign of great achievement, signifying that the settlement is a place of importance. Severlin walks up to the central pillar of the Stone Code. He touches it reverently and looks at the writing. Always the same. Everywhere in the Kava, even out in these wastes, it is constant. So it's the same wherever we go? Yes. Our leaders interpret it and expand it, but they can't change it. They are subject to it. It's our way. Hey, you're from here, right? I am from the Kava, the northern reaches. More rain, more plants, and more learning, but the code is the same. Can I actually read them? You are approached by an elderly man of the Kava. His robes are long, brightly colored, and immaculate, though they are rapidly picking up dust from the road. He does not come outside much. For you, however, he has made an exception. He greets you with a broad, fake smile. An envoy from Avadon, a hand, if I guess correctly. We are most honored and pleased to meet you in our humble town. I am Overseer Levent, and I wanted to greet you personally here, before the stone. Welcome to Goldcraig. Anything we can do for you, we will. Sweat begins to bead on his forehead. He glances briefly at the city hall, clearly eager to return to its shelter. I'm here to see the dragon, Zethron. He nods. I have heard that the mighty dragon is dissatisfied. Wretches, yes? Such pests. We've had increased difficulties with him. Perhaps I can be of assistance. For a moment, Levin's smile seems genuine. We have asked, and Avadon has provided. We are most grateful. What else would you like to know about? Tell me more about Goldcraig. A modest town, as you can see, in a harsh part of the Kava. We have little land that can be farmed. And yet, thanks to the dragons, we have value for the Pact and for travelers. And thus, honor has been given to us. Wait, how many dragons are there? One, currently. Zethron. Sometimes there are more. They move around. They come here when they have the urge to grow their hordes so that the sages and leaders of the Pact can bribe them. So you don't fear that? We do not. Goldcraig is part of the Pact. If the dragons attacked us, they would attack all of the Pact. They are not foolish enough to want war. However, it was not always thus. Once the dragons hunted at will. These are better days. So what honor have you received? Because of our increasing wealth and the attention Avadon has given us, the leaders of the Kava have bestowed upon us our own copy of the Stone Code. It is just outside the city hall. This marks us as a town of importance and prestige. Small villagers are not so honored. So you're an overseer. He nods and brushes some dust off his sleeve. It is the title of one who leads a village or a small town. I was appointed to direct affairs and to make judgments of law. I am interpreter of the Stone Code, both master and servant. So how'd you become that? I was chosen by our king and approved by his council. It was a true honor. How long do you usually stay in this post? Until my masters think my services are better used elsewhere, or until I draw the anger of Avadon or Hanvar's council, or until I myself break the laws of the Stone Code and must be removed. So you're the judge. Yes. I've memorized all of the code, both the words on the stones and the expanded version on the scrolls in this hall. I pass judgment and declare punishments. You may have seen the stocks in the place of execution. The law is harsh, but it is fixed. All know what is expected of them, even me. Okay, I agree with the earlier statement about the laws being harsh. I don't agree with the statement about them being savage. I'll say I haven't seen enough of your laws to say. A diplomatic response. I hope you become more familiar with them. When you are in our lands, you should obey them, even though you do serve Avadon. But what else would you like to know? I require assistance. He nods, but is slightly nervous. Of course. Avadon may request whatever it wishes. What do you need? I need information. I could tell you much, but you would be better served by speaking to Tamaria, near where you arrived. She knows all I do, and more. Maybe soldiers? If we had the soldiers to spare, we would have hunted those pests already. But our town is small and poor, depending on the copper spent by pilgrims and officials passing through. We have no army to put at your disposal. But if I ever get an army, I will put it at your disposal with enthusiasm. Alright, how about supplies? Then talk to our merchants. They will be eager to help you. They can be found in the north end of town. I'm not going to be an asshole. I'll speak with them. Of course. I hope they have something to your liking. Do you need anything else? That should be everything at this point. Yeah, apparently I can't actually read the Stone Code, which is unfortunate. Oh wait, there's a... Oh wait, is that the Stone Code? The obelisk says, Meeting Hall of Goldcraig. Okay. Okay, just suddenly teleportal. Seems quiet in here. Anything going on? Overseer Levent again. Scribe. Oh, I need a lockpick open. Oh, I'm gonna open this one. Nothing overly desirable. I will not thieve from them today. Or I should say this second. Another guard. Haggling merchant. Forge. Okay, I need a rune stone first. The quick load inside a building is kind of jarring. Barrack. Meet the blacksmith of Goldcraig. He is massively built. He is a massively built, swarthy man. This game really likes the word swarthy. And a set of tools hangs from his belt. He's tending to his shop right now, not his forge. You can understand his not wanting to be hammering red-hot metal in this heat. He shakes your hand. Welcome, Hand of Avadon. I am Barrack. I am more than happy to supply your kind. I've been doing it for years. Tending your forge. Nobody right now. I can do work in the hot sun, but I prefer to labor at the forge in twilight or early morning. In midday, I trade the goods I have made. So do you deal with Avadon people frequently? I help the hands with their equipment. Also caravan guards and the warriors who come to meet the dragons. I also make equipment for the farmers, what few there are, but all my work changed when the dragon came. I also hire the hands for help when they would accept missions from one as humble as me. Hire hands to help you? Many hands are willing to aid humble citizens of the Pact, in return for pay, of course. Some have a problem with that. I would never question the ways of Avadon. I've lost a caravan of my own, which was carrying my goods to Zethron's Eyrie. I want to recover it, or as much as I can. If you can find it for me, I will pay a bounty for my wares. Alright, what should I look for? The goods within it were heavy, so it may take some time for the creatures who have stolen to spirit them away. They may still be near where the caravan was taken, southeast of Zethron's Cave. More than that, I can't say. Alright, so what happened? These were wretches led by an ogre. The attack happened on the road just south of the entrance to the dragon's lair. None of the guards were killed. The creatures let them go once all my goods were taken. I would not ever presume to question the way of Avadon, but I hope that Keeper Redbeard is aware that wretched brigands are attacking caravans on the free roads of the Pact. See if you have anything useful. Of course, I can sell you my humble crafts, and I can purchase equipment you recover in your travels. All my prices are, I think you'll find, very fair. This game really wants me to be an asshole. Let me know when I can show you what I have. Chainmail. I can't get that yet. I'm not gonna find a better weapon, I know that for a fact. Alright. Nothing of use. Ogre's Theft. Lost Caravan. Alright, this is normally about the time I would kind of end like my Steam library tour. Let's go ahead and try to at least get up to the dragon. See what the dragon looks like, just kind of out of visual curiosity. Come on, guys. Chop, chop. This shows what I'm aware of so far. Actually, not fully sure where the dragon is supposed to be yet. Or like what direction. I know the caravan is southeast of the dragon's place, but so far I don't know where the dragon's place is. Here you can see the fields east of Goldcraig. There's a small oasis and nearby a few patches of arable land. There are enough crops grown here to feed a small village, though Goldcraig is large enough to need to bring in a lot of food from the outside. Thickets of cacti are constantly growing, and the town must wage a constant war to hack them back. The smell of burning cactus is constant. The smoke makes your skin itch and your eyes water. Little mini cactus. There's some farms. Oh, I see rats. Dead. Actually, where's the other enemy? Oh, it's over there. Back full you can see. Okay, can't cool. Oh god, there. We're encumbered, but that doesn't seem to matter. Right now, okay, you know what's selected. I think I could probably kill the rats pretty easily. Basic attacks, yeah. What are these? Giant lizard. Basically look like Komodo dragons. Not fully sure what the encumbered does. Shunk. Okay, that's some good damage. Is there a way I can see like what status effects I have on me? Skills. Actually, maybe no. Construction. Characters. Game. Combat. Moving. Combat. Abilities effects. Effects. Oh. Damage take. Yeah, nothing really shows me what like the condition. Annoying. Reality, alterity character. That's annoying. Oh, enemy is still visible. Oh, there's one up there. Oh crap. Oh, there's only one damage. Critical. Alright. Health. Not much. Shield there. Not particularly useful though. Unless you don't have a shield. You don't have like anything. Try to give you some stuff. Actually, I should probably go back and pick up that shield then. Okay. We're dead. Oh, there's more. That's some good range on that. Friggin' knife for it. Throwing stars. In here. Well then. That seems like a lot of rats. Hey, go on. Oh. And we got combat. Damn. Oh, Jeebus. Vapor rat.
Exactly.
Rot rat. Jeebus. Freaking breathes poison bone. That kinda hurt. Your abilities again? Melee attack, challenge, and healing. I'll just keep you there for now. Move closer up. Have you... Oh yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, free heal. That's a good heal. You... a judo chop. Decent. Should be, yep, all the rats. Actually seems pretty nice. Or not, never mind. Hey, he's only has a dagger. I don't know if this is actually where like the dragon is supposed to be or not. I'm sure there's rats. Really? We're all pit rats and they're not really too scary. I'm not really sure what Encumbered actually does. Not currently worried about it. Oh, that's new. Bracers. Really?
That's right.
Stupid thing. Well, how about yes or not? Hey, ooh. Like could be used. Shield? Oh, is that better? 5 champ. Yeah, they're about the same actually. A little lighter, but not really worth it in that sense. Especially since Encumbrance doesn't seem to do much.
It's like they
Oh, I cannot walk over that.
this.
I guess that's it. Yeah. Side path, I guess. Wait, what? Where did those come from? Stop being alive. There you go. Back up here. How far would it... Okay, so I guess this is the edge of the map then. No. I'm not ready to leave. That's a fast-ass cow. Why am I suddenly dropping frames? Right, come on, show me dragon. Elder. Yeah, let me try going this way. The dragon's over here. One of the sign tells you where the dragon is. That'd be convenient. Dragon's Airy West. Okay, yeah, it does tell us. Cool. You start to walk down the long road toward the lair of Zethron. There's one of the pack's free roads, so your journey should be fast and safe. All you need to do is follow the signs. Continue west to leave this area. You'll see the world map. Select on the map or next area where you want to go. Okay. I guess I did want to leave the region. It's just Kaval lands? One of the most important tasks of the Pact is to maintain the free roads, a network of stone paveways that spans Linnaeus. All people of the Pact are able to travel on the free roads without tolls or hindrance. Thus, using one of the free roads, you are able to reach the valley below Zethron's area quickly and without difficulty. However, your easy journey seems to be about to end. The road here is crumbling and poorly maintained. There are wolf tracks plainly visible in the dirt all around you. There is an eerie quiet in the air. It is a sense of danger and unease. Hands quickly learn to pay attention Oh, okay, I thought there was a period there. It is a sense of danger and unease. Hands quickly learn to pay attention to if they want to survive. To the northwest, you see the massive pillars of Zethron's Eyrie rising above the cactus thickets. Even if you get there, you'll still have to face the dragon. There is a young woman standing by the side of the road, pulling on a cow. She has a rope around its neck and is trying to drag it toward the farm to the north, but it seems content to remain where it is. Then she sees you. She turns to greet you, holding onto the rope with one hand, and curtsies. Welcome, warrior. You are a warrior, right? You look like it. I am Tolia. Hello. Greetings. I am a Hand of Avadon. Her jaw drops. Really? Wow, wow. I've heard the hands go by, but I've never seen one. One of the warriors that protects the Pact. My father would love to... Oh, I almost forgot. My father told me that I was supposed to tell any warriors I saw that he might hire them. Having trouble with your cows? He frowns at the recalcitrant creatures. Always. I hate them. They hate me. My father makes me keep them by the farm and safe, but they make it so difficult. I'm glad for what will happen to them. In danger? Yes, from the wolves and the wretches who always want to steal them away. They won't bother me as long as I stay close to home, but they love to take our cows. What'll happen to them? They'll be sold to the soldiers in Zethron's Eyrie. Then they'll be fed to the dragon. And good riddance. More questions? Tell me about your farm? Oh, I'm sorry. My father told me not to My father told me not to. Talk to Halric. He'll tell you things. Yeah, about your father? His name is Halric. She points at the large nearby farm. He's in there. He needs help, but none of the soldiers give it. He told me if I saw any warriors, I should let them know, and then get away from them. Oh, I didn't think I was supposed to say that last part. Nethley says, that is alright. Your father sounds wise to have said it. I'd be glad to help. She grins. Her teeth are blindingly white in her deeply tanned face. He is inside. He'd be happy to see you. Now I have to go. I'm sorry if I'm rude. Goodbye. She turns and leaves, dragging a cow after her. I want to try to just beeline it right for the dragon. Stay over that just in case. I'm assuming the dragon is still just like west of here. Oh, there's some wolves. Should be close enough I can just melee. We're dead. Also dead. I don't get sidetracked by the other enemy. Damn it. Move up closer and then foosh. Dead. That would leave the region, I think. Yeah, that would leave the region. assuming eventually we need to fall off the... Here we go. This pathway is lined with totems marking the crevices claimed by wretches. All the skulls in the totems, you note, are either from other wretches or made of clay. Wretches are not mighty creatures in battle. Of course, that doesn't stop them from trying. The moment you set foot in their path, you hear a shrill scream. A wretch guard in the distance has spotted you and released several mangy wolves to attack you. He chases after them, clearly having no idea who you are. This shouldn't be difficult. Yeah. What is this? How do I see, like, what my movement rate? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and just... All nearby enemies. Okay, I wish I could show me the range before I did that, but oh well. Should be in range to be able to attack on that one? Yeah, okay. Okay, that kinda sucked. Oh, I meant to switch back to... Okay. Oh well. Next turn. That's a good crit. There was a wretched warrior standing at this crude palisade, bravely placing himself between you and their pathetic little village. He wears a necklace heavy with wolf fangs around his neck. He points his blade at you. Stop there, human! I am Wolf Rider Praz. This is our land. You no take. We no want fight. You go. Claim this land. We come. It dry. It empty. Nobody here. We take. Ours now. We no go. I want to know something. No talk. We wretch, you human. I stay, you go. I mean, this is kind of our job, so yeah, we have to do it. Wolf Rider Praz nods solemnly. The idea that you might completely outclass them has not at all occurred to him. Then we fight. Come, drive out the tall one. Rah! He charges you. They will not last long. I should probably get her out of the way. Or just send him right in there. I do want to take care of these guys first. If I can. Let's try to get you in position. Junk. Junk. That seems kind of tanky, but they're not really doing too much damage yet. Raz's pet. Okay, let's take care of the unnamed one. They're very likely be a lot easier. Oh, it's terrified now. Okay. I'm not sure what's causing that effect either. Finish that guy off. Yeah. Is there anything I can... Not really. I mean, I guess I can make him skip one turn. Or not. Yeah, let's do a lot of damage. Damn. That did in fact hurt. There we go. Focus on equipping you. Why can I not... Why are you being the one selected? Wand of Fire. What do I have now? Oh, that's a consumable. Okay. I guess that kind of makes sense. Lesson Runestone, nice. But more likely to hit. Makes armor providing more protection. Okay. Oh, right. That's why. Oh, there's more of them. Yeah. Move a little bit closer and shunk. Yeah, this is kind of a not fair fight. Not gonna lie. Really? Can I get close enough? I don't know, so I'm just gonna do the range to be safe. Okay, didn't matter. Oh, still enemies. Yeah, keep the range. I still can't go range. Ah. Some loot. Oh, locked. Can I steal that armor? Not really. Iron spear. Up the spear? Yes, a little bit better. Oh, okay, never mind. May as well finish this place off. Why are you guys walking the long way around? Yep. Lockpicking not allowed. Why are you starting all the way over there? Ow. I'm gonna do another challenge. Curious, like... There we go. Why'd you go back? Made no sense. Unless I can't walk over that? Maybe that's what the issue is? Dude. You know what I'm trying to do.
We were just...
Wait, look. Why do you gain intelligence? I guess it does give magic defense, so I guess that kind of works. Yeah, you get more of that. Magic resistance. Oh, he only gets one skill point apparently. Huh. Javelin. Shaman required, nope. Oh, that's going to you. He doesn't have enough strength. Huh. I didn't consider that. Tools. Very nondescript tools. Dunk. Oh, still enemies. Alright. A vile smell assaults your nose. Rotting and other odors even more vile. It is not the reek of a dungeon. Worse, it's the smell of a tannery. You can guess why it's out here. Tanneries are commonly forced to locate themselves far from human settlements. As you walk up the path, you see that the door to the central building is cracked open. Then it closes. Someone was watching you. Okay. Sign says, Tannery. We're now inside the tannery, where the skins are trimmed and processed. At least, it looks like a tannery. The vats are empty and the furs and skins on display are dusty. The reek that assaulted you outside is still present, but faint. The building is strangely cool and pleasant. There's a lone man here in a leather jerkin. Wears a long, thin blade at his side. Welcome, traveler, he says. I am Tartum. I welcome you. Have you come here to purchase fine leather goods? Because if so, I can aid you. He has a faint smile on his face, as if something is amusing him. You aren't sure what. You're a tanner? He nods. Oh yes, I just kept moving away from Goldcrag until they stopped telling me to keep moving. Then I built my tannery here. Doesn't look like you're doing much. Well, there aren't many traders out here, are there? There aren't many traders out here, are there? Who buys your wares? Click. Why, you, hopefully. And merchants supplying the Dragon's Cave sometimes. It is quiet here. Except for the wolves, of course. More questions? I'm in hand of Avadon, and I need to question you. He seems very amused by this. Oh, really? I would so hate to have Avadon suspect me. I'm eager to help. Please, tell me, what is the problem? Someone's been selling weapons to the wretches. His smile fades. Tartum looks genuinely irritated. Have they? Really? I suspect that you are correct. Very perceptive, hand of Avadon. And tell me, please, what insightful soul told you that I was responsible? I forget that Abi gave us this quest, I guess. I'm the one asking the questions. Really? Then let me guess. It was Abi. I knew this would happen the moment I heard that fool went to Avadon, spilling out words, letting anyone who cares to listen know what we know. Now we waste your time as well, sending you to question me, a fellow servant of Avadon. Your hand? And I, actually. Sent out here by Hart Miranda to find out who was supplying the wretches with weapons. My identity was to be a secret. No longer, apparently. I'll have to leave soon before I wake up with my throat cut. Since you know who I am, I will help you if I can. I will unlock my safe house for you. And now that you know who I am, I suppose you have some questions for me. What are you doing out here? Someone is selling steel weapons to the wretches. That's the sort of thing that could cause real problems. I think I've learned who is dealing with them. However, she is usually out in the wildlands to the south. I can help? I thought you might. You are a hand, after all. I believe that the smuggler's name is Nire. Pretends to be a trapper, but I think she is much more. You might meet her if you travel south. If you do and can find proof that she is helping the wretches, you should be brought to justice. Otherwise, the problems we're having with the wretches here will only get worse. So, why do you think she's responsible? Just guesswork. I watch the roads to see who goes where and when. When Nire has been to an area, wretch attacks soon follow, and the wretches are wielding new quality blades. Selling anything to the far lands that would enable them to threaten the pact is a crime. Steel, knowledge, magic. Serious crime. One of the worst. Why do I need proof? He gives you an evil smile. Well, you are a hand of Avadon, so you need no proof at all. But I like to avoid killing the innocent. A matter of craftsmanship, I suppose. I'll try to bring her to justice. She should spend a long time in Avadon's dungeons. I, Momora, could learn much from her, but that does not seem practical, so if she truly is guilty, death is probably the best option. Think about the area. Tell me about the dragon's lair. I can't. I've never been inside. A caravan was robbed near here. I'm trying to find what was stolen. Really? Earning a little extra money at a time like this. Well, I suppose I can't blame you. I think I can help. There is an opening in the cliff face to the north. A lot of garbage there. I've seen an ogre and some wretches going in and out of there. It is odd. Why? Because that passage ends in a dead end. If I didn't mind the risk, I would investigate. Maybe a secret passage, though you would have to look very closely to find it. Alright, I guess that's all I need. Here, the smuggler. Getting so many more quests, and I just want to see a dragon. Okay, I'm guessing this is where the caravan got attacked. I think we should be near the dragon at this point. The road rises steeply to the northwest. It is lined to either side by massive pointed spires of stone. Granite fangs, crudely shaped with magic and brute force. The path to Zethran's area is meant to inspire awe. And yet it has not kept the wretches away. You can hear their cackling laughter ahead. There are many of the aggravating creatures loitering before the dragon's lair. You wonder why the guards are tolerating that. As you advance, a figure steps out behind one of the stone fangs, a shadow walker from his garb. His face is completely obscured. He is armed, but his long curved blade stays sheathed at his side. Walks toward you. Wait. Where is that? Oh, there he is. Hooded man stands in the middle of the road, blocking your path. He doesn't draw his weapon. He doesn't draw his weapon, though. He inspects you carefully. Yes, you are Aaron. My purpose to know such thing. I have been waiting for you. I need to speak with you. Only take a moment of your time. I will speak, but make it quick. Of course, I'll be brief. I have a unique opportunity for you. Okay? I would introduce myself, but I would prefer to keep my name private for now. For now, just think of me as the Wayfarer. I often contact Hands and Eyes of Avadon and offer them work. Easy tasks, great pay. The sort of thing only servants of Avadon can do. That only servants of Avadon are allowed to do. Is this permitted? Of course. All is permitted to Hands of Avadon as long as Redbeard approves. Or never hears of it. Why do you think there is such demand to work in a place that requires so much work and so much risk? It is the authority, freedom, power. From that, the wealth. What can only servants of Avadon do? Whatever they want. This is the little secret of Avadon, the secret everyone knows. You're rewarded with the ability to use your influence for great reward. Now it's time for you to claim your reward. Come on. It is simple. Recently, a Hochlandan named Ryozo came to Zethran's area. He wants something from the dragon. You need to find out what that is. Enter the caves, obtain this information, and deliver it to me. Why can't you find this out? Because the dragon keeps all dealings between him and his supplicants secret. Thus, that requires someone with influence, one who can wander the dragon's cave and investigate with discretion. Why do you want to know? Can't see the Wayfarer's expression, but he sounds amused. I'm sure you realize that such things are closely guarded secrets. It is a small piece of information, and you will be paid well. That's all you need to know. Yeah, he sounds a little too shady. Say no. He nods. Fair enough. I will simply give this profitable task to one of your fellow hands. I will go and let you spend more time risking your life for minimum pay. Then I will contact you again. Perhaps you will feel differently then. Before you can give a stinging retort, the Wayfarer leaves. Walks down the road to the east. Severlin looks up the hill toward the dragon's lair to the northwest. He shakes his head. Dragons. They live in our land, eat our food, yet they are not required to follow the stone code. It is bothersome. I mean, it is a different kind of creature. The meaning of the code is that it applies to all. Once something lives in the Kava and doesn't have to follow it, it weakens the whole thing. But I will remain quiet about it. I know that we have a task to do. Walks on in silence. Area of the mighty Zethran. Pleas for aid will be heard. Tribute must be presented. There's a wretch. I just want to see the dragon. The game won't let me see the dragon. I love how, like, blissfully unaware of me they were at first. Take you out. Okay, I did take him out. A bunch of guys down here. I think I'll try to focus on them. You can take this one out. Yep. Okay, level up. Nice. I think I want to go to range. Make sure I can attack. Seriously? Yeah, these guys are not strong. Like, at all. And still more. Think I can melee you? Nope, not quite. Okay, it didn't matter. Guessing the dragon's on a different part of the map then. Save. There we go. Walk into the cavernous halls of Zethron's Eyrie, home to the region's most powerful and cooperative dragon. His lair must be set on top of a volcanic vent. The stifling heat within is enough to instantly make you miss the desert outside. There are piles of crates, supplies, and gifts all around you. Keeping the dragon happy means a constant stream of food and other creature comforts. Earning his help requires a bribe of great magnitude. Not surprisingly, things don't seem to be in control here. There are no guards posted. Looking to the northwest, you can see several people cowering in a storeroom. And to the south, above you, sounds of rumbling and hissing. You hear the cackle of wretches. Watcher. Looks like most of the human staff of the dragon's lair are hiding in this cavern. Some of them have been wounded, probably when trying to fend off the wretch invasion. When you enter, a watcher, the commander of the soldiers here, walks up to you. He looks understandably agitated. It must be Aaron. At last! Someone has finally come to help us! I am Watcher Harissa of the Kava. The wretches have overrun the outer valley, and I don't have enough soldiers left to drive them out. You need to help us. What do you need from me? This morning, we were attacked by wretches. Must have been 100 of them. They ran right in through the gate. We couldn't believe it. Killed about half of them, then retreated. We were preparing to attack them again, but then you showed up. About time Avadon came to help us. I'm gonna do it. Can't get rid of wretches? There's a freaking dragon here! That beast? When they came in, he closed the gates and said that it was our job to deal with them. You don't have a chest of gold, the dragon won't lift a claw for you. Yeah, I guess fair enough. I appreciate it. As soon as I can get in there, I'll unlock the gate to the dragon for you. Okay, so I do have to do this first anyway. Points to the south. They're that way. Turns to tend to a wounded soldier. Hey, Eddie. Let me ask what level we can do. Intelligence. I wonder if it's possible to get like the number of lockpicks needed down to 0. Yeah, I guess what. Oh, okay. So like the second level stuff costs 2 skill points. That's what it does. Okay. Okay, fair enough, I guess. For me, strength. Yeah, more ouchies. Corridor opens up into a small valley. The ceiling opens up, revealing the clear sky. The sun is beating down on you again, but fresh air is a great relief after the sulfurous stink of the dragon's caves. There are several pens, each full of cows awaiting their dinner engagement with the dragon. Some of the humans that work here have also planted some modest crops by the pool to the south. However, no people are visible here. Wretches have overrun the area. They are looting the bones, chasing the cows, and being an incredible nuisance. It's shameful that the warriors here have allowed themselves to lose control like this. Someone will have to answer for it. Really? There we go. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Really? I'm guessing I have to find probably like the leader and take him out. I didn't mean to go for range. Wait, why are the cows acting? Okay, I can't get in there. Like a fairly big place. I'm guessing they haven't actually come inside yet for whatever reason. So head back outside, I guess. There's a path right here. Okay, there's gonna be the big guy. Oh, I don't think I have enough melee range to get. So, warrior, warrior, or warrior. Damn it. Oh, there's some there too. Already on melee. Got the hundreds. Oh, I can't do anything. Are you ever gonna actually hit? Why are the cows acting? They should want absolutely nothing to do with this fight. That doesn't look good. Oh, that was actually some damage. Good thing he's dead. Can't get anywhere in there. Can't get in there. I'm gonna assume that's everything then. Can't get down there. I've already checked everything there. I think they're already routed. Maybe. Retros are gone. We merely here have everyone's attention. It's clear? We can go back in? Thank you, Hand of Avadon. Once inside, I'll unlock the doors of the Dragon's Gatehouse. Good luck with that creature. And come talk to me later. I have paying work if you're interested. He gives you a nod and starts rousing everyone. Soon they're on their feet, ready to reclaim the lair. Yeah, apparently I'm leading the way. And the good thing is none of the cows died. Hashtag save the cows. I gotta remember. Now I gotta figure out where it actually is. Not that one. Okay, so this does seem to be the main compound. Maybe it's back here somewhere. Guest quarters. Oh, maybe it's over here. No? Okay, do I need to talk to the bar person again? Doesn't really help me. Unless the area that they were in was actually where the dragon is. Probably no. Maybe in here. Okay, so I need to. Well, they were going to open it for me. At last, you enter Zethron's chamber. It is an enormous cavern, strewn with debris. It is divided into several sections by slow-moving streams of magma to keep the cavern at a nice, constant level of excruciating heat. On a basalt spire in the middle of the cavern, you can see the dragon himself arguing with a human. Zethron is smaller than you expected, but even from here, you can sense the power that radiates off of him. Zethron is a dragon. These creatures, more than any other, are infused with raw magical power. They are arrogant, greedy, long-lived, and extremely dangerous. But even they must bow to the power of the Pact. Their days of raiding your colonies are over. Now they gain wealth by exchanging it for power and knowledge. Normally it's a smooth and simple operation, but now, judging by how furious the dragon is, things have gone very wrong. And thus they sent you. Okay. As you walk toward the dragon's lair, Sevelin laughs. Oh, it's just strange. My homeland has dragons. They can ignore our laws, and that bothers me, but to meet one, to have heard tales of them in childhood, dream of them, of fighting them, of their treasure. Now I'm meeting one. Strange, but uplifting? Don't know how else to say it. Say it's going just in case something blows up. Athlete stops for a moment. He stares at the dragon, a faint smile on her face. Look at it. Imagine what it must be like in battle. What weaknesses do you think it has? Sevelin smiles knowingly. I know. You want to fight it. I know you want to fight it. Calm yourself. It is an ally. Athlete shrugs. Read your history. A creature like that can never be our ally. Zethron hunted humans for game in the Black Age. We grew weak and it stalked us. Useful perhaps, but no ally. But it's a dragon. Be nice to it. Trying to keep your trembling under control, walk toward the dragon. The creature is there, standing on a basalt spire emerging from the lava. He is currently shouting at a young woman from the Kabah. The force of his fury is literally blowing her hair back. And yet she doesn't seem to be afraid. Move closer to hear what they're arguing about. That is a tiny dragon. Get close enough to listen in. Neither the dragon nor the small woman standing before him have noticed you. They're arguing about a lumpy pile of rags on the ground between them. I won't tolerate it. You have no choice. They can't even secure the gate. You must be patient. Leave me. The young woman says, I will give you some time to calm down. Maybe a nice meal will help you listen to reason. She turns her back and storms off the island. She walks past you, she mutters, good luck. Then Zethron sees you, rises up to his full height, and his eyes gleam with anger. You are here. Took your time. Who are you? I'm gonna choose a neutral response. I'm Aaron. I was sent by Avadon. Zethron waves his claw dismissively. The word Avadon does not scare me. I was hatched hundreds of years before your fort in the mountains was built. I sent for help. It's taken too long to arrive. But now that you are here, I will have what I am owed. Indeed. Zethron casually spears the heap of rags in front of him with a claw and lifts it up. You realize that it wasn't rags. It was a small dead wretch hanging limply from the dragon's claw. Zethron shakes the body at you. You note that it has a black X painted on the jerkin. Look at this. Lands near my lair are infested with pests, and nothing is done. Now they invade my home. I will be rid of them. So why don't you just eat them? Because wretches are vile to the taste, and because hunting them is not my task. I was promised security, and I will have what I am owed. Had this problem for a while? Months! He roars, waving the dead wretch at you for emphasis. I send envoy after envoy to the Pact for help, and I am ignored. I will not be ignored. So what do you want from me? The dragon wrinkles his lip in disgust and drops the dead wretch to the ground. He points to the black X on the creature's chest. This mark shows that the creature is from the lair near here. The one that the Pact has refused to move. Destroy their lair. Then if they are the ones who have been infesting my caverns, I will be content. Where's the lair? Zethron describes to you how to reach it. New area has appeared on your world map. I have flown over it several times. But not the first warrior of the Pact I have told where it is. Yet nothing was done. You want them all killed? I want them to stop bothering me. But considering how fast they breed and how fast they spread, great violence will probably be necessary. Are you sure it's from that particular lair? Maybe they're trying to trick you. Wretches are simple creatures. They are not capable of such subterfuge. And if it is the wrong lair, I will send you to other lairs until the attacks on my home cease. That is what I am owed. Fair enough. He nods. I expect it done quickly. Fact is not giving me what I am owed, and my anger is growing. If our bargain is to continue, I will have this assistance. Go. Waves you away. That is a tiny dragon. Just saying. There's all sorts of stuff here. Apparently I can't really take any of it. But yeah, at this point, this is already an hour beyond what I was originally planning to do, because usually I only use like 3 hours for this, but yeah, not really a bad game overall. It's actually kind of more advanced than I thought it was going to be. And fun fact, until... Let me get back to this. Apparently this game is currently on sale on Steam for a whopping $4. So if you've been watching this game and I kind of like what you're seeing and want to maybe give it a shot, it's actually very affordable. But yeah, and with that, I'm going to... Oh, that's great. Apparently the weather forecast in my area is polluted air. Which is not good. But anyway, that's going to do it for me for today. I'll probably be doing the Koi's Link to the Past community race tomorrow, because I don't think I have anything going on tomorrow. But yeah, so I'll probably be doing that. So 8 p.m. Central Time. I'll see you tomorrow then. Otherwise, have a good day.